right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new stream. It's a very exciting day. We got the Gen 1 music going. I mean, kind of see what we're doing right there. Yeah, I just, my new video just came out today, so I thought I'd hop on live, kind of promote it a bit. It's this. It's releasing the worst shiny Pokemon to prove how bad they are. Or to prove they are bad. There you go. Don't even know the name of my own video. That's great. But if you want to watch that, it's the pinned comment, or you can just do ! YouTube. That will link you right to it. Maybe we'll watch it like in a couple days, but for now, I'll let you do that on your own time. I've spent so much time editing that video that I honestly don't want to watch it again right now. But it's great. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make. It's a video I'm very proud of. It was a lot of work, but I think it turned out very, very well. And for me is just kind of a big step and a big display of like what I'm capable of in terms of my writing, recording, ideas, editing. It's come a long way since I started doing this years ago. So, it's really, you know, something to hang my hat on, something that I'm proud of. Not the peak. Can definitely do better, but for now, very pleased with it. But in honor of that video, go back a second here. So, in honor of that video coming out, I am doing a Generation 1 shiny Pokemon tier list because I had to sit and look at basically every shiny Pokemon for a very long time to decide which ones were the absolute bottom of the barrel, the worst of the worst, whatever the opposite of the cream of the crop, the mud of the dirt. I don't really know, but we're gonna take some time to do this and kind of see what other people also think, because the worst shiny Pokemon is an extremely subjective matter. And I was going to open that up a little bit to see what you guys have to say. If anything, I'm going to still inject a ton of my own opinion because I have many of them about a lot of these Pokemon. But we do have, I think, every single Pokemon here. So I'm going to just like rapid fire this because I don't need to spend a lengthy amount of time explaining every single one. Because at least 6 of them I have... I'll give you leaks more than 6 of them I have distinct opinions about in the video I just posted, so I don't need to cover those at length. But also let me know if the music's like too loud, too quiet. So let me know. But we'll start it off. For some reason it starts off with Moltres. No, I didn't do this, but there needs to be a F tier because some of these Pokemon are disgusting and gross, and they deserve F tier. So, starting off, honestly, starts off so strong. One of the best shinies. Moltres, the only legendary bird that actually looks remotely good. Remotely good. It's high A, but depending on how the rest of these pan out, it might bump itself up to S tier. Honestly, the starters, very, very weak. I'll go up. Oh, actually, no, honestly, no. I think original Venusaur looks better. I really do. It's same deal with these. Granted, no, this is S tier. Charizard might be one of the best, if not the best shiny in the history of Pokemon. And it's crazy that they knocked it out of the park with that, but dropped the ball so hard on so many other Pokemon. Like these, green shell looks absolutely no different. And these are D tier because they're starters and I feel like they should just be cooler. Shiny Blastoise is actually pretty sick. It kind of gets that more like purple look. The green shell is actually visible. Granted, if we had the back sprites, it'd be more visible with this, but anyways. Metapod. I said Metapod. Caterpie honestly looks cooler. Metapod. Actually, I love Butterfree as well. You just look the same. You look one of the few greens that actually looks okay. I'll give it that. Beedrill also gets bumped up a tier as well. Pidgey, F tier forever and always. Pidgeotto, like moderately better. And Pidgeot, you're also just moderately better. Rattata. The D tier is gonna fill up quickly. Raticate will get bumped up one. But like so many of these just look worse. Ekans I think actually looks okay, but Arbok comes back down. The blue looks nice, but it's just like I can't even tell what like yellowish. That's the best color assessment I can give on this. Pikachu, Raichu are just so disappointing. Sandslash will go up one. I really like that one. It's B tier. You are in, and you'll notice the theme here with the D tier being green, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in this generation. So honestly, I love what they did with the Nidoran female line here. Looks really cool. Kind of switching those color schemes. And then they come crashing down on Nidoqueen. It's so much worse. That's like a low C tier because the pink looks okay, but just they drop the ball so hard on these. Meanwhile, Nidoking I think is an A tier. Clefairy's like it's a nice subtle difference. You know what, Clefairy, Clefable, you've earned yourself C tier. It's different enough that you're like, okay, I can tell it's shiny, but you could have done a little bit more. Vulpix looks terrible, but Ninetales is, I think this is S tier. It just looks so goddamn good. It looks so good. I'm having a sip of my coffee, which is, it tastes so good, but it has this like pure oat aftertaste where it's like a mouthful of dry oats. It tastes really disgusting. Oh, I also forgot to turn. You actually want to be able to see my face. I mean, if not, completely understood, but Jigglypuff is just on principle and many other things F tier. Weedle was also almost one of the Pokemon I caught for this video. Wigglytuff is like a slightly different shade of pink, so you get just a little jump up from that. Zubat, I've slowly come around. I think Zubat looks worse than Golbat. Golbat looks pretty sweet, but Oddish, yep. And it doesn't get much better too. Like I just think the original Oddish colors look better than the evolution or the shiny versions. Like at least there's some distinction, whereas now it's just like blob of same color. Paris was also a close contestant for that video. Parasect might even be worse, but at least you can tell the difference. Venonat is up there. Venonat's really cool. I think Venomoth also. You can kind of see the trends for me. A lot of the blue is going to be towards the top and the green towards the bottom. That's just how this trends. Diglett, like, it is different, but it just looks weird. Meowth actually looks a bit better, but Persian comes crashing back down to like you could have put the actual version there and I would not have been able to tell the difference at all. So bad. Psyduck, one of my favorites. Golduck's a little bit worse, to be honest. Like maybe a C tier. So it goes from being like very distinctly different to very minimal. green monkey and a D tier, and just your F tier. Honestly, Arcanine might be F tier as well. Poliwag. Once this is another one where you could have just put oh wait, let me also change the description of this. There we go. Once again, you could just be putting the regular sprite there. I would not know the difference. This is one of the few where the green, I'll give it, is acceptable. That's also partially because it's framed with like the first two look indistinguishable. So I will give Poliwrath a bit of a courtesy C tier. Abra is just, it looks better in game, I think, at least in the newer games. And I'm a little bit biased because I just caught one the other day. I caught a Kadabra in Legends, but like that I think is just the regular sprite. I'm almost convinced. Alakazam brings it back a little bit. Not quite, but you're high C tier. Again, one of the few where I think a green shiny works. With Machoke is cool because you have the blue accents. Machamp kind of loses that, so we go back down to D tier. But Bellsprout, it's just like, it's a plant. I think it should look like a little bit greenish, but somehow they picked a worse green for this. Like, you can change other subtle details about the Pokemon and still make it look cool, but they just failed to do so much. This, like, changing to blue there, it's a nice touch. This, one of the best. One of the goats. The colors get a little bit less dramatic with this, so I'm going to bring it down A tier, but still a great shiny. Geodude honestly doesn't look that bad. In Graveler's nice, but Golem just looks less like distinguished. And then we're going to go right back up to S tier. Two fantastic shiny Pokemon right there. Slowpoke F, but slow bro, fantastic. It's so strange because it goes from looking the exact same as the original to like, why did they decide to go purple? Why didn't they make the first one purple? It's beyond me. It really is beyond me. Okay. Magnemite's a really fun one. I think it's like a solid B tier. And Magneton. Farfetch'd is towards the bottom, so we'll do that. This is one where like the green just does not work. Some of them, like a green is okay, I'll accept it, but this one is just, nah man, that's like what falls out of a lawnmower is that Pokemon. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like this, keeping the pink, honestly, a bit of a redeeming quality. Seal's another one that, like, in newer games, I've seen it and it looks better. It's more distinguishable. It's more of like a off-white, like yellowish kind of gold. But in this, it just, that's the same thing as the original. Muck's another one in Grimer and Muck that I think the green works really well for. I think it works really well. The purple is great, but I think the green works. Shelter's another really cool one. That'll go up in B tier, and then I think Cloyster is going to break into A. And here's an interesting one. The newer sprites for Ghastly and Haunter are worse. Like, they're less blue. And this looks fantastic. I think that is S tier. And Haunter is A tier. And then Gengar. What happened? What happened? You were doing so well. Onyx is gross green. Drowsy and Hypno, honestly, look great. Solid B tier. Krabby might be. Kingler is like a little bit better, but it's just that, I don't know. I get that they had to make them all like a slightly different color, and they're working with a very limited color palette at this point, but it works so much better on Pokemon like this than it does on Krabby. I don't know why, but Voltorb, not quite. It's like the blue is really, really harsh, which is, I mean, it's kind of like the red, but I don't know. I feel like a softer blue would have worked well. Honestly, gold does well on the Execute line. Earned it a nice C tier. Cubone, the darker green I actually think is okay. It'll also go C tier, but Marowak starts to get into that same lighter green. And then just green, yellowish green. Actually Tangela looks good, but like just the color scheme is all the same for most of these Pokemon, and I hate it. The blue gloves is a nice enough touch that you'll get a C tier from me, but not by much. Not by much. It is very close to being D tier still. I feel like they could have just changed the color of the tongue, and that would have been cooler. But Coughing, another fantastic one. I love the switching of the clouds too. Rhyhorn looks really good. That like bronze color, I really enjoy that. I think it's B tier. And then Rhydon. Terrible. Chansey, I think looks better in newer gens, but it's worthy of a C tier in my opinion. Tangela, one of the few good green shinies. It's a very nice switch. It works very well. Kangaskhan, indistinguishable. Horsey's another good one. A nice, like, it's a clear enough difference. It's like a nice aquamarine. Seadra as well looks really, really cool. Goldeen, no different. Seaking is like a tiny bit different, but not by much. Staryu might be my favorite Gen 1 shiny. I think it's fantastic. And Starmie is also just so good. So good. Mr. Mime. Scyther's just that's the same thing. I'm sorry. It's the same Pokemon. Jinx really isn't much better either. Looks a little bit better as a whole. Electabuzz, they did a good job changing it enough, but I still don't love the coloring of it. Magmar I think looks pretty cool. Like that nice pink hue to it. But like staying true to like the, you know, the electricity and the fire that these Pokemon represent, I think it is something they did well actually. Pinsir, really, really cool. Definitely, yeah, it's a massive blue up here and green down here. It's crazy. Tauros is actually a really cool one, and you can actually tell the difference with the shiny, unlike, you know, and then the new Gen 9 Tauros, where it's, you have to tell by the eyes. Magikarp actually is kind of cool, and in the new gens they've done this really well. We'll go that, and this one just can't be like an S tier purely because it's too common, but it's still one of the best shiny designs, I think. Lapras is really, really cool. This might be an S tier. Might get bumped down, but Ditto, another great one. Just really went for something different here. Eevee looks really cool as well. I've shiny hunted for Eevee a lot in newer games, so definitely towards the top of my book. Vaporeon, probably the only like redeeming evolution in this gen. We'll go A tier with you. And then Jolteon and Flareon are just so like just in your face, and then the absolute opposite, like super muted. Porygon, really, really great. Love this one. These two as well, I think. Ammonite, Omastar. I really like that design for both of these. I think it looks, actually no, we'll go A. I don't know if it's quite S tier, but it's a very high A tier. These are ones where actually the green I don't mind a ton. It's a nice difference from the like the tannish brown that it is, so goes up a bit there. Aerodactyl, the nice purple blue combination. Snorlax is unfortunate because it really doesn't stand out a lot. Yeah, it's gonna go with D tier. Instant F tier for both these. They look just, they're legendaries. They're supposed to be some of the best, the coolest Pokemon in the game, and for some reason they make them look the exact same. I tried to find a shiny a Zapdos and a shiny Zapdos to put in this new video, and I couldn't tell the difference to the point where I felt like I was putting the same image twice. And so Articuno's is slightly different, which is what I ended up using in the video at one point, but it is just, I couldn't figure. I had two that one was labeled shiny, one was not, and I was like, I think it's the same thing. I genuinely couldn't tell the difference. And then probably the saddest story in all of Gen 1 and a big headliner in my newest video, Dratini, S tier, right? Great, pink, looks super cool. And then you get even better, pink with gold accenting, because Dragonite's insane. You know, the Dratini line is fantastic. Dragonair looks even better. And then you get to Dragonite. Like, just imagine how cool this thing is going to be. It has like pinkish purple and gold. It is royalty. It's one of the best Pokemon in the generation. It is what Lance has as his crowning Pokemon. And what do they give us instead? Green blob. It's so gross. It's so gross. And we went after it in the newest video. So if you want to see that in HD quality, you know where to go. Mewtwo, another one where like, why'd you make it green? It looks like a little bit cooler, but, and then Mew, fantastic shiny. Fantastic shiny. All right. I feel pretty confident in that. You will notice just the trend change in color as we go down. But a lot of heavy hitters towards the top. Like, all right, that's a great selection of like really good shiny Pokemon. But then you just get past like B into C and D tier. And there are so many terrible shiny Pokemon from Gen 1. And I know because of limitations and this and that, I'll only hear so many excuses. These are objectively bad. Most of these, I would say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them, I'd say you could put them in front of the average Pokemon player and they wouldn't know it's shiny. You toss those 13 in Scarlet and Violet, nobody who just like casually plays these games is like, oh yeah, oh there's a shiny. No shot. Absolutely no shot. Oh my god, that's so much oat. I'm now realizing like they can't make these with regular milk because they'd go bad so fast, but it's just so much oat. The coffee taste is actually really good as someone who doesn't drink a lot of coffee, but the oat aftertaste is just overpowering. I might have to add, like, honestly just pour it out and add something to it next time. Anyways, there it is. The entire Generation 1 Shiny Pokemon tier list. Done. All 151 Pokemon rated. And there we go. So, that was good. I think that was great. It's a good kind of nice, excuse me, full circle moment for this video. So there's that. I'm gonna take a second here to get everything set up. I don't really have a transition scene yet because I haven't found a cool background and stuff for my face cam. So we're just gonna stare at this for a minute while I get everything set up. But that was not the only thing we haven't. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Hold. I managed to try to use my Switch with neither the HDMI nor the power cable connected to the dock, and thought that would just work. Okay, so can now switch to this one and quickly save the tier list so we can go back and reference it if needed. Download image. There we go. All right. There's that. And we now have some options ahead of us, chat. We now have options. I'm going to get a different playlist going here. Because the Gen 1 was doing me right for a while, but actually it's really just this one that I don't like. I can vibe with this. We can get some cat jams going. So what we are doing now, we've ranked every single shiny Pokemon from Generation 1 in honor of my new video that just came out, !YouTube. And now we're going to spend some time shiny hunting. That's what we're doing. We're going to go from the bad shinies to hopefully some good ones. But we have options. Okay. Currently, I'm just like rolling my desk chair over all the cables on my floor and hitting my Switch dock so it stops connecting. I'm kind of a mess if you can't tell. So we have a couple options here in terms of games we can hunt in. Because at some point I kind of want to put 10 hours into every Pokemon game and see how many shinies I can get in those 10 hours. So what we have for options is, starting with number 1, we have Legends Arceus, which we did yesterday. And I'm 7 hours deep on that challenge. We have 6 shiny Pokemon, I believe, or 5 shinies. And so we would do 3 more hours of Arceus to round out our 10-hour mark. That would just be kind of going around, mostly looking at mass outbreaks. Next up, we have Pokemon Shield, which we would be doing Dynamax dens, looking for particularly a couple of very special shiny legendary Pokemon. But granted, we still have... oh wait, I'm now realizing that I don't have the shiny charm in that save. So we have way worse odds. What are the actual odds for that? Hold on. I may have talked myself out of this. Dynamax. Player. Shiny odds. 1 in 300. Okay, so that's still really not that bad, but it does take time. Or I could just hunt for regular stuff, but I've caught all the shinies in my main save that has the shiny charm, so you wouldn't be able to actually hunt the legendaries. So there's that option. Or we can take the worst odds, but actually choose our legendary. That's fine. Or we have, despite the amount of time I have just dumped into this game, we have Let's Go Pikachu, where I have also the shiny charm, and we can just chain for some cool Gen 1 shinies. Scarlet Violet, I'm not really set up to shiny hunt in those yet, but eventually we will. So basically these are the 3 options we have. Evac Elizabeth, thank you for that follow. You're enjoying the content. Appreciate it. Yo man, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. I'm just trying to decide, and with of course chat's help, so feel free to toss your input in there. Which game we're shiny hunting in today. I was lurking, came across your stream. Maybe I can help you out with Twitch custom graphics even more. We'll have to see. I need to figure out kind of what I want my themes to be, but I appreciate that. So maybe in the future. For now, I just need to figure out what my theme, like across my scenes and stuff, is gonna be. What's your Discord? I can send you my portfolio there. Let me find out. So I don't have a server for this account. So what is my actual Discord name? Oh, because I have streamer mode. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta turn off streamer mode so I can actually see my account information. Where is it? It's gonna show me the numbers. That is my Discord. If you want to reach out there, I will let you know. Like I said, I'm not totally in the market for new graphics and stuff right now, but if you want to reach out there, I can make sure to hit you up when the time comes. I appreciate that. Yeah, trying to figure out what game the shiny hunt. I kind of want to do Arceus just to round it out. Finish up the 3 hours there. Polish that off, and then that way when we come around next time, we're ready for a new game or a new something. It also gives us like a nice break and everything. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let me get the live split timer up and boot up Arceus. Unless anyone makes a really strong case for one of the other games like right this minute, I think we're gonna go with that, which I think will round out nicely. Oh, now it launched twice. All right. How do I do this? Hold on. Send your request, kindly accept it when you're done accepting it, so please send a wave on Discord. Will do. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for offering to help with that. I'll let you know. I will let you know for sure. In the meantime, let me get our 7 hours on the clock. All right, there's that. And I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. Let me toss some BRB text up, and then we'll get after it. We got 3 hours to go. I need to change the outline to black. There we go. I'll be right back, chat. I'll catch you in just a second, and then we will finish out the shiny hunting on this game. So I will be right back. All right. Locked in and ready to go on a couple more hours of shiny hunting. So, get rid of the BRB text because we're officially back. We are so back, in fact. All right, so we still have outbreaks going on right now? No. Let's go back to the main area. The village. Turn that down a little bit and this up a little bit. I know at any point if you need me to adjust the sound. We have our outbreak selected. So with that, let's get after these last couple hours of shiny hunting. I think we'll either do 2 or 3. We'll either do 2 or 3 more hours. We'll either finish it out or we'll leave 1 on the board. I think would be good to do for stream. Do 1 and then transition to the next game. All right, we got some options. They certainly are options. Bidoof could be fun. I think we'll go for Snow for sure. Abra, I literally just got a Kadabra, so we'll kind of figure out a lot of those other ones. All right, and new playlist time. Let's do it. We have top 50 towns and cities themes. Gens 1 through 8. I just want Braviary. Okay. There we go. It's going to take me a minute like it always does to kind of get settled back in. Okay, I don't love that there's so many Glalie here, but okay, you're already mad. Nice. I think we'll just do this just to get rid of them. It's like that won't even do the job either, despite the 30 level difference. No, you're gonna do 200 plus frostbite damage. Fair enough. But yesterday we did this for 2 hours and managed to catch 2 shinies. It's pretty good. Hoping to have some repeat of that success today. Okay. Okay, honestly, no Glalie makes this way better and easier. Okay. It's totally cool. Don't want my Pokeballs to hit. Totally fine. And yep. Nice. Okay. A very mellow vibe going on so far with these themes. Okay, you really do not want to be caught, huh? Really, really do not want to be caught. Okay, they're gone. That could have gone a lot better, to be honest, but so let's just do this. Turn that up a little bit. Already some very interesting choices that I wouldn't have thought, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them. They're gone, but little do they know there's just another massive mass outbreak right down the road with even more Bidoof. Okay, you know, I'm kind of getting into the Stow-on side vibes here. Very few tracks from Gen 8 that I think are actual, like, really, really good Pokemon songs, but I don't know that this is gonna crack the list, but it's better than I remember it being. Definitely very funky. Okay, we do have to be a little bit careful with these because if a shiny spawns in, it can just run away. So we're really gonna have to listen out for it. Is there one that I'm missing? Like a run off the side of this cliff or something? Or up there, maybe? Where? Oh. What? There's no way you were just there. Okay. Well, maybe I'm tripping or... Who knows? Who knows anymore? Who knows anymore? Pass this on. See if that helps anything. Okay, there we go. That's... Can definitely get down with some New Bark Town. Okay, the fact that you're all using poison moves is not... Aren't you stuck in place? Isn't the whole thing that you can't move when I use one of those? I will say, like, as much as I love this game, some of the mechanics were designed in just like such a frustrating way. The fact that most wild Pokemon are stronger than your own Pokemon by a lot. And little things like that, you use a sticky glob and makes no difference. There's a few things that bother me. I'm used to feeling like I have an advantage in these games, and in this one, I feel like I am at such a disadvantage constantly compared to wild Pokemon. Wild Pokemon are just better, smarter, faster, stronger compared to your own, which maybe I need to be like actually training my Pokemon differently in this game, but also one of these. So I have to remove all the items out of my inventory after this. Found what's reported. I feel like shiny Baneri is probably just like gold, isn't it? It has that vibe to it. Just being like a nice yellowish gold. I don't know if I can snipe this one. Oh, nice. I don't even know if that's gonna work, but I was having to cycle through like all my menu items. It's great. All the other Baneri are running. That one was just chilling. That one was down to hang out. Okay. One of you definitely... Oh, new horde seems to have formed. Like Alpha Baneri is going to be a lot less fun to deal with, so let's see what we can do here. Please be kind. Please be kind to me. Oh, that's probably going to give you enough time to figure it out. Yep. And you're probably going to spawn in upset with me. Yeah. All right. Well, that, you know, it was fun while it lasted. Let's go look for Rufflet. Probably just faster to fly, honestly. Oh, wait. Okay. So run it back for Rufflet. We're going to have to buy... I feel like we had like 500 or 600 Pokeballs yesterday, which just speaks volumes to how fast you can consume items in this game. Just spamming throws willy-nilly. Also, let me change categories. I realized I forgot to do that. Switch to the Pokemon Legends category. There we go. The wing balls might come in handy here. Or not. There we go. to spam all of these before they spawn in, just so I can... Oh dear. Just threw such a crazy body block on that Pokeball. Okay, they're gone. There's probably no shot I get to any of these hordes in time, but... see what we can do. I don't think that's a satchel, is it? No. All right, we're gonna actually fly back to the camp location, just because I feel like we've had decent odds with just random shinies. And taking the extra minute to fly back and increasing our odds of seeing a ton of Pokemon seems like a good trade-off. Seems like a decent trade-off to me. All right, Laventon. 54 Pokemon, a good start. Don't think any of them were shiny by any means, so not really going to invest a whole lot of time in any of that. Keep getting points that don't matter, and we'll do that. Okay. Onward we continue. Already have you, so let's go Cobalt Coastlands. And let's go to you and buy a bunch of stuff. Ton more of those. Ton more of these. A couple hundred should do. 400, yep. And 140 of those. And a good 60 sticky globs. Okay. And of course, let's... no, we actually desperately need those. And I'm just gonna keep selling most of this like grit stuff I have, because if 500 of these in here, you can just get rid of all of them. Let's move this over. Oh, there we go. We can have pretty much infinite money just by selling these. Okay, that actually is so much less than I thought, and then we sell those for a lot. Okay. Monetarily, we are back up, and that's fine. That's really what we need, so. Get some help from Munchlax, see what is out there for us. A lot of good shinies out there. All right. Riolu, Skorupi, Prinplup, Magby, Hisuian Growlithe, Shellos. These two. I'm liking what I'm seeing out there. Let's go to Skorupi first. And go from there. I also am now realizing, like, you can set up other camps in these areas if you do side quests, which I just never did. So probably work on that at some point. Some good Gen 5 bangers that I like don't really even remember. I'm looking at the place, Nakreen City. I think that's where the second gym is. I could be completely wrong, but that's one thing is I have no association with where any of these places are actually on like the map in Gen 5. Okay, of course the Scroopy are chilling in the only grass patch nearby that would provide my only cover for this operation. Okay, cool. Cover's blown. Wait a minute, cover's not blown? Oh, I saw that. I saw the Drapion. I thought it was the red of Shiny Skorupi, and I got really excited. Okay, great. All gone. Continues to evade me. But we got other stuff to find. And there's still a lot of Pokemon that I would love to find shinies of in this game. The massive mass outbreaks is kind of dwindling a little bit, so there might be a point where we just start flying over like regular spawns. Because each time we call on a massive mass outbreak, there's slightly more Pokemon that I feel like I either don't think are that cool or like I already have a shiny of in a different game or something like that. So I do need to be cautious. That list is getting a little bit smaller in terms of like what I think would be cool to add to the collection. You literally cannot even see me. You are so mad. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad at me? Okay, try to dodge that. Well, you have to be very particular in your dodging technique. But this is now not my first rodeo. It's been long enough that I'm kind of used to the antics that you're put up to in this game. Not seeing a lot of shiny Prinplup. This is why we lose so many items every time we run out here. Probably should be using Ultra Balls by the looks of things. The fact that I continually am not catching these, I think tells me everything I need to know. There we go. All right. You know what? For how poorly that started, it actually went pretty well, but still rough. Still kind of rough. Honestly, that looked kind of shiny for a second. I thought I saw a more yellow looking bird. No signs of stopping. Great. Let's toss on a stealth spray. Easy peasy. Like Pokeballs should do just fine for Magby. May have been alerted to my presence. What a shot. What a throw. Okay, you're gone. On to the next. Honestly, just gonna be faster if we fly. So, right after I said I wouldn't do this because, you know, overworld spawns, but when we still have time on the massive mass outbreak clock, we kind of want to move a little bit faster just to preserve Go. Okay. I'm gonna loop around on this Riolu. Never see it coming. Now all of you are very disinterested. Okay. Cool. The double juke. Let's go. Okay, well, homie, you were... Okay. Fine. No, fine. Not even upset. Not mad. Not mad. Me? Not mad. Not mad in the slightest. Not upset at all. Totally not mad. This game, man. This game. All right. Onward we march. See what else the shiny gods have for us today. Well, I said what else? The answer's been nothing so far. So. Okay, that one looks like a different shade of blue. Am I tripping? That looks shiny to me. Unless I am being trolled beyond repair by the lighting change there. I think that was shiny. I don't think that had a notification, but I'm like 99% sure we just caught a shiny Shellos. I don't even know. I'm gonna just clip that entire happening. And also, I'm not recording, which is really stupid of me, but I think we just caught a shiny. I genuinely don't even know. But I have clipped it, so hopefully we can go back and reference that. Unless the sun setting in this area has just deceived me beyond a point of return. I just hit the classic ask and you shall receive in Pokemon games. Every once in a while, the Poke Gods are willing to hear you out, and I think my call has just been answered. Within mere seconds of referencing it. So now I guess I say we should see what else the Poke Gods have in store for us, because if I get back and I don't have a shiny, I'm going to be really upset. Because I am so close to certain that we just found a shiny Shellos. Which is crazy because I just did not even hear the noise for it. I think all the Riolu caught wind of me dropping in there. Not a single one of them was fooled by that. Okay, well. Again, you were sticky globbed. I'm also going to say that putting whatever this is, Coney City Day at 33rd best theme, incredibly hot take. Not a huge fan of that song. This at 32 is also an incredibly hot take because this is one of the best Pokemon themes of all time. Changed my mind. This is a hill I'm willing to die on. Can I just hide behind this rock and we can all act like you... Okay, no. Not gonna let me have that one, huh, game? So I think we got a shiny. So I'll take it. If I have to pick and choose my battles, I'm okay being found by these Growlithe if it means I found a shiny Shellos. Okay, you're not gonna let me have that, but oh my goodness. I have these Arcanine on a string. Too easy. Oh, what a great song. Night version's a little interesting, but take it. My guess is because every time I say this, the storm goes away almost instantly. So we can even just get this out. Okay, shiny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. We're not going to have this happen twice. First shiny of this challenge, for context, was a Finneon that ran away. Let's go! 2 shinies in like 5 minutes. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. And the outbreak is literally gone. That's insane. That is insane. That is actually so insane. Oh my goodness. I think that's 2 shinies. Granted, we still need clarification on the Shellos. But that outbreak was 10 seconds from being done. Wow, that is so lucky. That is so lucky. And we get redemption on the first shiny of this challenge. That's awesome, man. That is so awesome. I'm so excited. Let's go. Hell yeah. I'll be honest, the shiny luck has been great these last streams. Literally yesterday and today. We've started off. This is literally how last stream started. 40 minutes in, we had 2 shinies. Granted, the rest of stream, we did not see anything. So keep that in mind. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yeah, okay. That was shiny Shellos. But go back a page. Let's go. Let's go. Literally 28 minutes in, we have 2 shinies. Let's go. And we have our Gen 3 music playing. What's better than this? What's better than this? Let's go. Yes. That's awesome. All right, let's move our shinies over. No, I don't need a rest. I am wired right now. And I keep just hitting wrong button, wrong button. Okay. There we go. There we go. This one looks really cool. I don't know what the pink one looks like, so I'm very happy. A nice little blue guy, little man, and literally the only Finneon, because that outbreak disappeared immediately afterwards. So add that to the list. We now have 7 shinies we've caught in 7 hours and 30 minutes in this game. We failed a Finneon earlier, but oh, it honestly looks better in this menu. It looks way more brown out in the wild, but that like nice tan color is honestly not bad. Shellos looks awesome. Shellos, whatever it is, looks great. And then we caught these 2 folks yesterday. Alpha, shiny Snover, Bronzor, and then the day before we caught Honchkrow. And previously before that, Roselia and Kricketune. Started off kind of weak, but honestly, everything after that's been really cool. And we get the redemption arc on Finneon, which is awesome. That, I think, is really cool. And I think we'll make for a lot of fun talking about that in a video. That's a really cool arc I think we can talk about. Meanwhile, though, we'll just Release everything else we caught to make space for the hundreds more we will be catching today. Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. That is so awesome. Literally 30 minutes in. I was going to say 40, literally 30. And we've caught 2 shiny Pokemon. And like two fun shinies that I would not have really gone out of my way to hunt for, but some great ones. Some really fun ones. All right, now we get all of their dust, which I'm going to immediately sell back to you. I don't need it. Don't need to improve my stats on any of these Pokemon. I've no need. And a couple of items we picked up along the way. All of that can go. And let's get out of here. Wow. That was awesome. What a solid like 15 minutes of Cobalt Coastlands hunting action. Which now means we found Bronzor and Snover were Alabaster Icelands. Or pardon me, they were Cornet Highlands. Roselia, Cricketune. Those 2 were Mirelands. And then Finneon, Shellos, and Murkrow, which we evolved into Honchkrow, were all coastlands. So I think the Obsidian Fieldlands, the only place we have yet to find a shiny for this challenge. So maybe we'll prioritize that in the future if we have outbreaks between 2 places, but the Fieldlands is one of them. We'll go with that. Let's go Misdreavus because 1, it's easy to catch, and 2, we get some berries back, which always good to have. I am going to turn game sound up just like a little bit. I was missing some of those shiny sounds earlier. Misdreavus is kind of actually an unfortunate shiny because it's just green, which I just spent like the first 30 minutes of stream describing why I hate green shiny Pokemon. So it would be a bit of a tough look, but it is really easy to catch in this game, so there is a trade-off being made. Honestly, Eterna City might be one of the themes I've had the biggest like shift in opinion on. I used to despise this theme, but honestly, not bad. It's like a nice mellow vibe. Shiny Shinx. I might go for that right side stuff where we have Rhyhorn plus some Sneasel / Sneasler. I mean, Shiny Rotom would also be great. I don't really know what it looks like, but be cool for the lore. Okay. I am scaring a few of them off, which isn't great. Okay, they're gone. Let's go Rotom and then we'll switch up the other side. switch on up to the other side. Another one of my favorite themes. Aspertia City, just something about it, man. Gives me great vibes. Oh, you guys are gonna be crazy to catch, aren't you? This, we might have to abandon this quest very quickly. I can't tell what's going on here. I don't know which ones of these I've stunned. And it certainly isn't any easier to hit them with the sticky globs in an attempt to catch them. It's alright, boys. I'll see myself out of this one. That was so toxic. That was so terrible. Oh my god. They're still after me. Okay. It's okay. We can do without. We can do without Shiny Rotom. I changed my mind. It'd be cool, but we can do without it. It's not a must-have. They're great, like very underrated theme, because I feel like you just pass through Sand Gem Town so quickly in playthroughs, but has one of the greatest soundtracks. I feel like I've spent so much time listening to Pokemon music in the background now that I kind of want to go back. In a forever ago, I did like a sound quiz of Gen 4, and I did really poorly. Like I had to guess which route certain songs were from, or like which town. I got a lot of them wrong, but I feel like I've gone back and listened to so much of the OST for Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum that might stand a chance at running it back and doing better. Granted, Sapphire and Ruby, I still think I cleaned the hell up, but is there any grass? Okay, that's just Sneasel and Sneasler. I got excited, but I think Hisuian Sneasel is like white and gold. Come on, you're literally asleep. Bro, no way Sneasler Naruto runs. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, Wedgehurst pop off. Another one that I would say is so early in the game that you kind of just breeze right through it, but it's kind of going dummy right now. I won't even lie. My guy asleep. Alright. Relatively well. I could go for Yanma. I feel like Yanma doesn't have a great shiny and also is horrendous to catch. So might be fighting a losing battle in that respect. Yeah, Lavender Town. Hot take, not a good song. This might be the best version of it, but still. I think it serves its purpose in game, but I don't think it's like actually fun to listen to on the just while you're chilling out, you know. The vibes are too eerie. we go. And let's just run back here in case there's another horde. No. I guess we'll go for Yanma. Pretty much everything else is not really sold on. And at least Yanma, we have the benefit of getting more guava berries. We'll fly over some good spawns on the way there. Shinx I'd love, but I have it in BDSP. I have several of them just from chaining, so not like a super enticing one to me, purely because I already have it. There's no place to hide with these guys, so I'm just gonna toss on a stealth spray and hope. I'm just gonna manifest that gets us far enough. Nope, you're all mad. Okay. Well, fun while it lasted, right? We'll see how fast you guys gang up on me and ruin me, but granted, if I were smart, I'd be running around to the back of the Pokemon to get the extra catch boost. Ow. And using Ultra Balls. Nice. It's a good try. Solid effort. Solid effort play by the Yanma, but let's get better. Okay, they're gone. Shiny Snover Part 2 on our way to Shinx. Let's find out. Crazy if we did that, actually. I didn't hear anything. Shinx are also really annoying to catch, so this might have been a bad decision. Also, the rain's cleared up, so none of them are spawning in, so that's all right. Let's just fly through here for a minute, see what spawns in, if anything. Rhyhorn, once again, would be great. Bopatos. Genuinely could not tell you what that shiny looks like, but a Skuntank. Stunky is actually kind of a fun one. I really don't like the Pokemon, but decent designs. Just cruise through here for a minute. Not really seeing much. All right, but still, we're up 2 on the board. A space-time distortion seems to be forming. Honestly, doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me. I don't need anything. Like, getting a shiny from that would be crazy, but the thought of just waiting around for it is not super appealing to me. So, all right. Not seeing a whole lot, so let's get on out of here. There was a time when I was looking for those space-time distortions and I would have lost my mind looking for it, but just make sure nothing's popping up shiny. Cool. And off we go. I mean, I guess realistically, I have so many of these catching challenges done just from shiny hunting. Realistically, if like 1 in 300 odds with a massive mass outbreak to get a shiny, and we're catching about 50 per go, it takes like 10-15 minutes. So mathematically, every 6 or 7 outbreaks we're due statistically, but also the law of averages is the biggest load of cod swallop. So really means absolutely nothing. But regardless, we also have those like 1 in 800 overworld odds. So, can anyone confirm or deny? I think this game in general has like, you can get your odds to be the very lowest. Not of like any method, but just overworld, I guess. Because I know like the odd egg from Gen 2 has a 1 in 8 chance of being shiny, which I think is the lowest besides guaranteed shinies. That or maybe the cute charm glitch in Gen 4. Not even the outbreak, and I am being targeted by the Staravia of the Cobalt Coastlands. Can you please just let me chill? Just trying to catch some chat up. Which, great shiny, coincidentally. Would be a really cool one to add. Ooh, there is. Oh wait, okay, hold on. Who did I? Oh, well, hold on. Everybody, shut up. Everybody, shut up. By shut up, I don't mean chat. I mean literally every Pokemon that's trying to murder me on site right now. Oh my dear God, please. Oh, we got it. Let's go. Let's go. Third shiny on the board. Whew, my heart is racing right now because I genuinely thought we were going to get caught and die there just by the 15 birds that seem to want my head on a platter in this game. They want every little bit of the smoke that I am not quite ready to provide to them. For them, to them. Regardless. Shiny Chatot. Like I said, it's a great shiny. And we'll be able to see it in just a second. No, Staravia, you almost ruined everything. I'm really upset with you at this moment in time. And your shiny is bad, plus L, plus ratio, plus fell off, plus old. I don't know. I'm running out of things to say there, but you're just lucky I keep getting turned the wrong way by this game's poor targeting mechanics. Okay, this thing just phased out of existence and then spawned back in. Also, I swear that the time it took from throwing that ball to actually seeing the like caught animation for Chatot, my goodness. That was terrifying. But we have it. And we add our third shiny Pokemon in 50 minutes. Which is just insane. Actually insane. Hiding in this boat. Alright, they're gone, but what we came for coming with us. Let's fly back. Let's just find out. You know what? Let's just get another shiny. Just for the meme. Just for the clip. Just find another one along the way. Okay. Or we will be killed by a Golduck. But let's just see. Let's just see what's out there. A lot of birds that I'm not a big fan of. I already have found your shiny. Let's just see. All right, well, the game has at least humored me. I'll give it that. But another one on the board. 3 shinies on the day in under an hour. Let's go. 9 Pokemon. Shiny Chatot, one of them. Let's go. Let's go. I am so hyped. I am so hyped right now. Gaming. Pax literally just caught our 3rd shiny of the day. What's up, man? Hope you are doing well. And I don't know if you've watched a new video yet. I mean, you've kind of already watched it, but thank you again for doing that thumbnail because it looks so professional and good. Very excited. I'm hoping... I'm going to be really nervous to check that video just throughout the next couple days because I really think and want it to do like very well. I think it can do very well. And it's going to be kind of disheartening to put a lot of work in and just not see the result I want, but want to watch it with my full attention. I appreciate that. And I mean, no rush. Obviously, you watched it in its fledgling form as well. So you have a rough idea of what we got going on. But today, we've had quite the haul of shiny Pokemon. All 3 in the coastlands. And we added some bangers to the collection. Starting out with shiny Shellos. We finally got redemption and caught shiny Finneon. And we just found Chatot. 50 minutes in. 50 minutes in, the shiny odds are going crazy today. It just might be that day. It just might be that day. So let's go. I mean, can't really ask for anything more. And I'm just gonna not look at my YouTube stats today. And just hope and pray that I've I mean, what I need to focus on is that besides anything, this is like some of the hardest I've ever worked on a video. And one of the videos I'm most proud of. I still do think some of those some of the other videos that were like I've written a really long story for, those I'm really proud of too. But this, like, just kind of scrolling back, looking through the timeline on this one, which I did like last night as I was trying to make some shorts for it as well. I was just really happy with, like, you know what, I put in a lot of work. I think from like top to bottom, from, you know, bouncing ideas in chat, which landed us on that one because it was your idea. Just going from that to like writing, planning, researching, executing, editing, voicing over, revoicing over, like just put a lot into that one, and I'm hoping that that is rewarded. But either way, it's a video that I'm really, really proud of, and I think is like it shows a clear evolution in you know, video making for me, at least. Come a long way from where I started, so I'm really happy with that, if nothing else. But also, if it, you know, popped the fuck off, that would make me extra happy. Because I have YouTuber brain that's like big number equal happy, small number equal less happy. I'm gonna hide behind this rock now. I feel like one more I'm missing. Oh yeah, over here. What's up, buddy? Oh. Also, I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before, but for my birthday, go grab it in a minute, but it'd take me some effort to go up and go get it. I got like a little DJing console. So it's like 2 little discs, and they're just like electronic. They're not actually like, you know, places for records or anything. And I've just been working on like kind of DJing, which is basically just loading in a bunch of my favorite songs and like mixing them up a little bit. I haven't like created anything really original yet, but I could do that at some point. Like a late night stream where I did that would be really fun, because obviously it can't stay up. And I have to figure out, because it only hooks up to my laptop. I don't think it would hook up to my PC. So I'd have to figure that out with miking everything. But I just did that for like an hour this morning, and I had so much fun. I've been working on it like here and there, because I just want to be able to do like, just do it at my place. Like if I have my friends over and be like, oh, we want to put on some music, but like, we want it to feel cooler than just someone being on aux on Spotify, you know? So I've just been doing that on the side, and it's so much fun. And I was like, I wanted my video to go live at 9, and it was like 8:20, and I really didn't have much to be working on. So I was like, you know what? Everything's in place. I've worked hard. Let's just take an hour to just like chill and have fun. I just literally just sat in my room. It's like 8 in the morning. Just was drinking a coffee and dancing to music that I was DJing. It was so fun. And that was just the most hype. Most hype moment. I was just chilling, living life. So fun. And yeah, if we did like a late night stream with that, I think that'd be really cool. I still need to work on it because my thought, as with most things in my life, I've now realized I'm like, oh, I'm a smart enough guy. I could probably figure this out. Granted, I didn't think I was gonna be like, you know, Dylan Francis in 4 seconds, but I was like, I've a lot of classical, I don't want to say classical music training, but concert band music training. Like I feel like I know music in certain aspects of music like better than the average person. I'm willing to make that claim. It's just an understanding of, you know, beat matching and keys and stuff. But I'm so bad. Like this morning might have been the best I felt like in terms of, oh, these songs are actually meshing together. I'm mixing stuff at the right time. It doesn't sound like super blatant that I'm just cutting one song into the next. But I've learned how much you need to know about every song you're about to put on, like when the drop's about to happen, and like when there are going to be lulls in the music that there aren't vocals, so you can kind of cut in a new song, how different the beats per minute are, so like how well they're going to mesh. Little stuff like that, man, has been very enlightening. To be like, oh, I really like, I know these songs well, but knowing exactly like, okay, here's the best time to cut into that song because there's no vocals. Here's when I can repeat it because it sounds like similar enough that you can't tell that the beat's repeating over and over. Stuff like that, man. It's just been a learning curve. I'm also like playing a lot of just pop music, which isn't necessarily designed to be like DJ'd as much. What software comes that? It comes with it works with Rekordbox, and there's one other. I use Rekordbox. The other one is, I want to say it starts with an S. That could be totally wrong. But I'm just using like a free version of Rekordbox, and then I have like a student Tidal subscription, which is what I like list, or I make all the playlists on Tidal and then just sync them with the controller. Okay. I'm under siege right now by the alpha. Oh wait, because you are all alpha, so you can't be stunned. Right. Homie out here using Tidal. That's like, it's that or like SoundCloud are the best options I can use. Oh wait, best streaming services, is it actually? I thought that was like you're clowning me. But Tidal was the only one that I had heard of before. And is it because it's like higher resolution and higher fidelity like music, right? Which, granted, I was just like, I've heard of this before, so I'm gonna go for it. But that wasn't like, oh, I'm like a real music head. No, I still have my $5 student Spotify account, and I will ride that until Spotify says I'm no longer in school. It's made by Jay-Z. Okay, that sounds like familiar, but damn, that's sick. I feel like I knew there was some level of like celebrity endorsement with it, but they also have the best like revenue split. Let's go. We'd love to see the creators winning. I've also noticed that I am losing a lot more frames streaming on Twitch than I have on YouTube in the past, which is interesting, but hopefully stream's holding up okay. I would say let me know if it's not, but frankly, there's like not a whole lot I can do. I'm gonna quickly fly over the marsh, just see if there's a little plug walk guy that feels like shining. But I'm not seeing a whole lot. It's cool on your end? Okay. Glad to hear it. All right, as we approach the 8, well, we've crossed the 8-hour mark. Why does everybody love this song? I hate to say it. This song is played all the time in different like Pokemon mixes. It's not that good. I don't really like it. I'm gonna say it. Also, that coffee is just burning through me. Just rushing through my system. Fly, brave, hairy, fly. Dandy, ooh, woo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. So far, 3 shinies today, chat, that we have caught in just an hour of streaming thus far. I know the timer says 8 hours. We were at 7 when we started today. And it'll either go to 9 or 10. I haven't decided. I'm doing stuff later, but I have not been given an exact time. So if I get a text that's like, hey, we're trying to meet this time, I'm probably just going to end early. But if no one says anything, I'm going to just keep streaming. I'm having fun. It is starting to get pretty hot in here. It's unfortunate, but you know, I'll live. I'm good. How are you doing? Oh wait, I'm good. You doing fine? Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Other than my apparent like inability to read, which has apparently always existed when I'm streaming. I'm doing well. I had a new video go out today, so I'm gonna self-promo a little bit. Exclamation mark YouTube if you want to see it. Really fun. Put a lot of work into it, so if you're looking for something after stream, there you go. Would mean a lot if you checked it out. But if not, I hope you're enjoying. We have caught a shiny Chatot, Shellos, and one other Pokemon, Finneon, today. I was going to pin this, so. Oh, wait. Why? Now chat is showing up? I'm so confused. I'm going to pin it on that. Oh, wait. That's not... Chat, I'm struggling right here, but... There we go. So there's that if you want to check it out. But we are doing 10 hours of shiny hunting in this game, and then hopefully going to follow that up with doing 10 hours apiece in other games. And just kind of seeing like what methods are best, what games can we find the most shinies in that time frame. Realistically, how often can you expect to find a shiny? I mean, this is going to be the most exciting game. Which, you know, kind of tough to start with the best game. But it's the truth. Like, there's no shot we're going to find more shinies in 10 hours than I have found in this game. Considering we're at 8 hours and we have 7 shinies. And we've seen 8 shinies. I struggle to believe we're going to do better than that. Doesn't mean we won't find other shinies and have some really cool hunts to do. I think we will, but there's still a lot to be done. And we still have 2 hours to go in this game. If we could go 10 shinies in 10 hours, which if the shiny luck keeps up like it has been so far this stream, very possible. We're at 3 in 1 hour. So could easily clear that mark of 10 today. Which would be really hype. I'm hoping that's the case. All right, they're gone and we out. Easy. Wait, customize time. Cool. Yeah. Can stay up there. There we go. But also, if there are any particular shiny Pokemon you guys would like to see me hunt in this game or others, let me know, because that will have influence on what games and what methods and also what Pokemon we go for next. Shiny Scyther. Is it actually good in newer games? Because I feel like it's just it's just still green. So we've yet to find... The only section of this game we have yet to find a shiny in is the Obsidian Fieldlands for this challenge. So hoping that we can get some redemption. Or Sizer. Yes, Sizer would be cool. Which I think the best to do would be in this game. Because we don't have to trade it anywhere. We can just use the link cable thing. Well, speak of the devil, huh, chat? Speak the devil. Run the clip. Just run the clip. It's going to be right here. We're going to catch it. You said Shiny Sizer. We're gonna go catch Shiny Scyther right now. Easy. We're gonna get demolished by these things, but on the clip. I'd really like to be able to hide in that grass over there, so I'm gonna take a different approach angle. Okay. Oh, nothing gets by you guys, huh? We're so unfazed by my sneaky tactics. Okay, you're over here and you're mad. That's fine. Just deal with you quietly. Okay. Oh. Oh, now you're going to tell all your boys. Okay, that's great. This is not going to go well for me. I can already just... I'm fighting for my life right now, chat. I am fighting for my absolute life against these things. Shiny, though? Shiny's gonna spawn in? Next time? Alright, just to round out the collection, I think getting the other shiny shallows would be really cool, so... We already have a blue one today. If we could get a pink one, that'd be pretty insane. So quickly just fly over these woods. See if we hear any shiny sounds. Let's find out. Alright. But let's go see what a pink shiny shallows has to offer if we can find it. Getting down to the top of... Oh, Radon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me know if I'm not. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good start to your Saturday. Appreciate you being here. I already saw a homie self-promoting earlier. It doesn't take long. It does not. And if you hover over it, it should tell you packs. I believe. But yeah, there's like all sorts of cool badges you can get on Twitch. For just like different Twitch things. And they have like badges for IRL stuff, which I think is really cool. Where it's like if you go to a Twitch event, you can get a symbol as well. That might be a... Actually, I don't even know which one that is. Ah, can't hover on phone. Gotcha. I can't remember. It says the GLHF pledge, which is good luck, have fun. I don't know what the GLHF pledge is, but well, let's go. What a great theme. One of the best, if not the best, from Sword and Shield. Absolutely love this track. I don't even know if these were part of the outbreak. Apparently not. Where? Oh, there's like one errant Shellos over here. There we go. Alright, well, that should do. That might be the rest of the outbreak, so... Oh no. Okay. And you're gone. Okay. Well. Win some, you lose some. Let's go over here. We'll fly over the Golbat and then also hit the Shellos again. See what we can find. I am really mad though because I was not recording for the first shiny, so... And then I immediately turned on recording and found the second, so... We got some level of redemption. No green Golbat so far. That's alright. Also, we don't have predictions enabled, but if you want to predict, let's go for the next hour. So when the clock hits the 9-hour mark, do you guys think we will find another shiny? I found 3 so far today. Do people think that we will find another one, or is it just, has my luck run out? Which, both very valid options. But I want to see who's a believer, who's a doubter. Radarn. It's a boss from Elden Ring. Okay, I will do my best to remember that. Radarn. Luck ran out, you're the bad RNG god. That is true. I have horrendous RNG in basically every game. Let's see if we can find any green bats. The first shiny Pokemon I think I ever saw. And it wasn't even mine. My brother found a shiny Zubat, and we're both like, "What's wrong with this thing? Why does it look so bad and green?" Little did we know. Like, I don't think either of us actually was like, "Oh, that's a shiny Pokemon." Like, we could not wrap our heads around what we were seeing when we first saw shiny Zubat. We had no clue. Ow. But alright, fine. You're gonna make me work for it? Let's go. Let's do it. I'm slowly getting the hang of running around like crazy, just spamming sticky globs, so. Also getting that challenge done for catching them during daylight hours. Where is your brother though? SMH unloyal. I'm James Live _ fan. True. I didn't text him the link, so I think he's like working like crazy today, if I remember. So also that I did tell him that that new video is out, so hopefully he'll pull up to that. But maybe I'll fire him a text, let him know. Yeah, he's not a day one real one like everyone in the stream right now. He won't be able to say he was here. And a day one loyal OG. How many other words can I add to this? Supporter of the streams. But yeah, so we're doing all this shiny hunting. But if you want to see, I think we've caught very cool shinies. If you want to see the worst ever shinies, new video, I catch them in Gen 1 and then I kick them to the metaphorical curb, and by that I mean Professor Oak's dungeon where he grinds up Pokemon for for financial gain. Do I accept compliment? I hope. What a great song. Humilau City. Banger. I want to return to the village, but why? Why did I release the Pokemon or accept compliments? Release Pokemon because first of all, one, clickbait. First, simple answer. But two, like I felt literally nothing after going through all of this work to catch these shiny Pokemon and then just literally booting them. It meant nothing to me. Whereas if you took any of the shiny Pokemon I literally just caught in the last hour, I'd be horribly upset. And I haven't saved, so if something horrible were to happen in the next 10 seconds, I would actually see exactly the reaction. But luckily we're saved, we're good. But like to prove they're just so they're so dumb that like I didn't care. The Dragonite I did hesitate with because one, we were really lucky to catch that, and Dratini and Dragonair are cool, and I stand by that. But Dragonite was just like, damn, I went through all this, and it looks less dumb than when I started this, and now that we're here, like, I could have a shiny Dragonite. Like, it's pretty uncommon. And apparently they sell for $250 a pop on eBay, so... But yeah, I just wanted to see, like, yeah, they're so bad that releasing them I really don't even care. Like, normally shiny Pokemon are this huge accomplishment, but they look so bad and are like so just, they're so unflattering that I just want to prove it. I feel like I did so in the most clickbait way. But yeah, we caught, I think I released like upwards of 2,500 Pokemon in that, just in that game, just for the sake of that challenge. I know this is not relatable to the game, but you are handsome. Peace sign. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's very kind. Just gonna keep playing the game now. All right. What shinies do you have for us now, Cobalt Coastlands? A lot of great options. We got Piplup, we got Prinplup. Chatot we now have. I have you from a different game. Would love a Riolu. Magby's honestly not that cool, but Magmar is a little bit better. Oh, maybe we'll do that. I'm also gonna have to find a new playlist in like 6 minutes, so when anyone has suggestions. The black and white or black and white 2 vibes are doing me really well. So maybe we'll keep up with those. Let's see. Oh, what a great song. Yeah, this deserves a #1. I say a #1 spot because the video I'm watching, or listening to rather, is the top 50 themes, and this is a very deserving one. I feel like this is a consensus top tier Pokemon song. Okay, no, no, no. Hey, stop running, please. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna, you know what? Please let me out of this place. We'll come back to them. They seem a little bit mad currently. All right, going over to exactly where we found pretty much both Finneon and Shellos. It was just like straight shot from here. Shellos specifically on this beach. So, you know what they say? Lightning can sometimes strike the same place twice. That is what they are saying. I've heard. Look at that. They're all so ready for me, too. Oh, look, there's one napping in the distance. Aw. That looks like a guy who's just... That really looks like it had a hard night of drinking before this. Hunting for Kricketot, but found shiny Bidoof instead. Oh, you found the best Gen 4 Pokemon? Can't be mad at that. I actually found a Kricketune earlier in this. That was the first shiny we found for this. Which was very strange and honestly, like, wasn't the most thrilling shiny, but we'll take it. I've got to go. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for the stream. I'm James Live _ Can't wait to check out the banger video on ! YouTube. Thank you, Pax. I appreciate that. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday, and thank you for all your help with that video. So, thank you again. You put in a ton of work, helped me out with that, so thank you. Lord Bidoof, almighty Bidoof, the true god of Generation 4 and Pokemon across the board. Our savior, Bidoof. You might have thought it was just there for the HMs, but oh no. It's there because it's the greatest Pokemon. Top 50 battle music? That seems like it's going to be a little too hype. I'm going to go top 50 routes. This person has a lot of different top 50 videos, so let's see what they got. Like 50 route themes is going to be kind of interesting. Like, there are actually that many routes, or routes with unique themes for that matter. Oh, shoot. Well. How long have I been streaming on Twitch? This is my second stream on this account. I've streamed on Twitch and YouTube before this on other accounts, but just kind of looking to make different stuff than I was making in the past. Please don't tell me that's going to kill me. We're good. So realistically, I started streaming like 5 or 6 years ago. But this Twitch account, it is the second ever stream. So if that's why it seems a little bit better than your average second stream, or if it just seems like a genuine second stream ever, that's kind of unfortunate, but I like to think I've learned a thing or two along the way. But it's been a while since I've streamed on Twitch. I've streamed on YouTube more recently, so it's gonna take me a minute to get used to Twitch again. But I think for starting out, it's just a far better platform to stream on. There are some things they've done more recently with like a lot of the sponsorship stuff that I think are terrible moves, and I hope they kind of go back on, but I don't think YouTube's the best place to start streaming. So instead, I just upload over there and I stream here. But still feel like I'm improving over time on streaming too. Pink Magmar, let's go. I can only hope. Only hope. It's just gonna poison me, which is so rude. Okay. Stream is really good quality, that's why I'm asking. I appreciate that. I'm glad that it seems high quality. The thing I've worked on for a very long time. Granted, by no means is this like top tier quality. There's a lot of things that I think could be improved over time, and hopefully will be improved in due time, but I appreciate that. So like was playing this offline maybe a week or two ago and just flew through here and found a shiny Alpha Ninetales right there. So a bit of added lore. Oh, wait, where? Okay, I was wondering if the outbreak was in this volcano, and I was gonna say it's a very uncharacteristic place for for Piplup to be. So what? Sneak on up here. See if you can find a slightly lighter blue Piplup. One of my favorite starters, probably top 3. Well, we'll have to wait to check another day. Let's actually check the alpha. Got an alpha Empoleon. That would be crazy. Shiny alpha Empoleon would just go nuts. See, this is why I was wondering if there's actually 50 unique themes, because this is just called routes 6 through 9, which first of all, nice. Second of all, like, just smashed the same music together for all of them. And this is in Gen 8. They had more route themes in Gen, not 1, maybe 2, maybe for sure 3. By 3, almost every route had its own theme. Which is probably kind of an incorrect take, but let's also find these satchels if we can for a second. And now we will go back. All right. Keep moving though. We got another half an hour before we hit 9 hours on the stream. We might push for 10. See if we can pull it off. I'll have to see how I'm feeling in 20 minutes because it's very, very warm. I'd prefer it to not be, but we'll see. All right. And then we have route 4/5/16. But fair enough. All right, let's see what we got here. Like I said, Obsidian Fieldend's the only place we have yet to find a shiny, so I think we're due. I think we're due up for one. Munchlax, show us, I would say what we're looking for, but I don't even know what we're looking for. We got Scyther again. Chimchar. Wormpole would honestly be kind of cool too. I would not have thought I would say that, but honestly, it's kind of a cool shiny, so. Nice purple color. All right, back to the Scyther, which went so horribly last time, but see if we can find that grass patch. Is that a Cleavor I see? Is. Interesting. Bro. How did you see me? That's all I gotta know. Yeah, I know you're not gonna be fooled by that, but okay, so Scyther is just gonna not be fun. That's what I'm getting from all of this. Can I at least throw a Pokeball at the thing I tried so hard to... No, that's... You are not at all the one I was aiming for. So keep in mind, we bought like 200 sticky globs earlier, and we're now at 40, so... This is so chaotic. I haven't seen anything that I think looks shiny, so... Also unfortunate, but... Okay, let's... Trying to catch my breath here for a second. That's even possible. This Cleavor wants me dead so bad. Oh my goodness. All right, you get the Ultra Ball, fine. Oh, you're not even gonna... Right. Please just let me... Oh my god. That... Shiny Scyther would be cool, but god damn was that annoying. I don't know how many times I can go through that trying to catch one of those things. Okay, let's toss on another Stealth Spray because surprisingly Wormpole knows what's going on. I would not have guessed that. My initial suspicions would never be that Wormpole has any clue as to what's going on. But surprisingly, this thing is very aware when it and its homies are trying to be caught. We're looking for a purple Wormpole. Getting a lot of good spawns here. Oh, you didn't run. Let's go. It should hopefully form a new horde. Oh, not quite. Not quite a new horde, but... Also, chat, because once again, it's my second stream on this channel, and I've yet to kind of get to know who's watching. John, drop your favorite shiny Pokemon, your favorite Pokemon game, something. My favorite game pretty much any of the Gen 3 games. That's what I grew up on. That's what I played first. That's what introduced me to Pokemon. So forever I will hold a very special place in my heart for those games. Favorite shiny Pokemon is really tough. There are just so many. There's so many great ones. There's so many bad ones. I've learned. There are a lot of great shinies too, and it's really hard to pick one. I love Shiny Mudkip because that's also my favorite Pokemon. And I did not until very recently, like last year, hunt for a Shiny Mudkip, which I got in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite Pokemon I have in that game. Or really in any game. But yeah, that's a bit more about me and my Pokemon background. I do play other games than just Pokemon, but I've just been having so much fun shiny hunting recently that I decided why not do it on stream. Like, I like watching content that people make about it, so kind of do my own take on it, my own challenges, that type of stuff. Yeah, that's that. Beyond that, some other favorite games. Gen 4 was what I played after Gen 3. Wild jump from that to that. So Diamond and Pearl Platinum also just very, very special to me. Then I kind of fell out of Pokemon for quite a while. I kind of got back into it like right as COVID hit. I was home. I had nothing to do and I was just watching YouTube every day like I imagine most people were. Among, you know, panicking. But so I started watching a lot of videos, slowly got me into it, and I had a Switch at that point, so I bought Pokemon's Shield. Played through that, and I had fun, so I just kind of got back into keeping up with the games, and haven't really dropped them ever since. Gone back, played a lot of the old ones that I didn't play beforehand. I missed out on Gen 5 and was adamant that it was pretty bad, because there's no way it was nearly as good as Gen 4 could have been, and I've slowly learned over time that it might even in fact be better. He has one of the craziest stories for a Pokemon game, so it's kind of been really cool to relive like the hype that came with those games as someone who never experienced it back in the day. And then at some point played through Gen 6 and 7 to round out my knowledge base, because I could not hold an intelligent or well-informed conversation about any of those games. So but yeah, and then looking forward to whatever they have next. I didn't have a ton of fun with Scarlet and Violet. I think the story is one of the best that Pokemon has ever created, but I think the gameplay is just so terrible in that game. It looks and runs so horribly, and once you do the story, I feel like there was just not a lot for me to do in that game. So if you're wondering why I'm not playing Scarlet and Violet, there's my explanation. I feel like a lot of people kind of agree with that, though. I feel like a lot of people are on board with, yeah, it doesn't run great, and it doesn't look the best, and it leaves something to be desired. But I will play the DLC when they come out. I'm excited for it. See if they add anything cool. I think they will. And really looking forward to whatever I think the next kind of like non-main series game, excuse me, from Pokemon is going to be. Because I think theoretically the next remake would be Gen 5, but I've been kind of convinced over the last couple days by various people in chat / other streamers that I watch that a Gen 5 remake might not be all the hype that it is in my mind. And if they butcher the remake, then it just smears Gen 5's good name. And I'd rather just have them just port the old GBA and DS games onto Switch than like try to remake it and screw up like they did with, I'd say, Gen 3 and 4 remakes. Although I really don't mind, really don't hate BDSP. I agree that it's not a great game, it's not perfect, but I enjoyed it personally. Hot take, but Favorite Pokemon games, probably Y in Arceus, even though I'm yet to play it, but mainly because Gen 6 what I grew up on, first one I ever played. There you go. I think that goes for almost every single person who's like a fan of Pokemon. I've rarely ever heard someone say, oh, my favorite generation is blank, but my first games were this. Best Pokemon game, in my opinion, so far is Black, White, XY, Sun, Moon, and Legends. Legends, I think, is the top 3 or 5 for me. I think it goes Gen 3. So I guess I'll say Emerald, because I think it's like the most polished Gen 3 game. And they gave it a little bit more post-game, which it had 0 of. And then, Dandy, your first Pokemon game was Leaf Green, Fire Red. That was, I think, my second. I think I played those two, like, Ruby and Sapphire. Specifically for me, I played Ruby and Leaf Green. My brother played Sapphire and Fire Red. But I've gone back and obviously played both. And Sapphire is really fun for speedrunning. I worked on that a while ago, and I want to get back into that. It's a really fun game to speedrun. Yeah, Black and White is fantastic. X and Y is a weird one where, like, I'll watch a lot of content about it, but I don't know that I'm super motivated to go play it myself. I have no Game Boy back then, so I play it on PC. Yeah, the fact that you can do that, I mean, I would never, of course, recommend it. Very bad. Don't. I have to shake my finger because otherwise I'll get yelled at by Twitch and the Pokemon Company. But yeah, being able to go back and do that is very nice. But X and Y, the story felt a little bit like it didn't feel. Another shiny Murkrow. What are the odds, man? Oh my goodness. Another shiny Murkrow. Let's go. Make that 4 on the day. Let's go. That's so funny because we literally caught that yesterday. But for me personally, the storyline felt a little inconsequential because it was like, oh, we're stopping the bad guys, but then the bad guys just keep kind of doing what they're doing. But granted, I played through that game, I'll be honest, pretty much as fast as I could. Be like, oh, I did it. Yep. So I didn't give it the full justice that it deserves. The Dex is really cool though. I think a lot of the Gen 6 Pokemon are really fun. It's one of the, I think it's the smallest regional Dex, right? But I think a lot of the Pokemon, like, they fit the theme of the game really, really well. But the gyms are a bit too easy, which is crazy because I think they have the highest level curve, right, in that game? Like, I think the champion / like the last gym leaders have the highest level Pokemon for, like, any gym leaders. Which I think has always needed to be a thing for a while now. Granted, now I say that and I play Legends and I get mad because I keep getting my ass kicked, but also I'm just jamming because great Gen 3 theme. It's also really funny because I said, oh my goodness, Gen 3, like all the routes had different themes. This is route 1, 10, 11, 12, 14, 17, and 18. This is the song for 6 routes, and I was like, no, Gen 3, all unique. So that just goes to show you how bad my opinions can be at times. But going back a ways, I know someone said their favorite shinies. I was gonna read. Favorite shiny is Bounsweet family and Hatenna. Hatenna? I think it's Hatenna, right? Hatenna family. Which, some very fun Gen 8 Pokemon. Hatenna, at least. I forget if Bounsweet is or not. Kind of forget. Favorite Pokemon are Zorua line. Fantastic. Be interested to see what your take on the Hisuian Zorua. But you a fan or not? I think the color scheme's great. Scolipede and Cubone. It's a good mix. It's a good solid mix right there. Probably missing some, and Yveltal. Yveltal is so good too. Hisuian Zorua is my favorite too. Hell yeah. I would love to find its shiny. It looks so good. It looks so cool. It's really annoying to catch, but it looks so good. Favorite Pokemon is Togekiss. Another really cool Pokemon that is crazy good if you have the right moves and abilities. I've learned over time that thing, Serene Grace and Air Slash, it's game over. Yeah, Oblivion Wing, goated. Actually, I now own those games, so maybe I have to play through them again at some point. So one of them had a save already when I bought it, so I might keep that because it had some really cool Pokemon on there, but go back and see if we can't find some other cool stuff. Let's actually go for Togetic right now. It's getting very annoying to catch, but it has a very subtle but fun shiny. Very subtle, but it is cool. I also can't believe we caught that Murkrow. That's so crazy. Literally just found one of those too. And even funnier because Pax, the mod who was here earlier, who has helped me with like a ton of video stuff through the years, absolutely despises Murkrow, which is so funny that we've now found 2 of them. Hisuian Zoro is cool, but I'm not sure if it tops the original red and black. Definitely a better shiny though. It's fair. Also, just the lore of Zorua is so cool. Oh. By Togekiss. Or Togetic, sorry. Here's Togekiss. You will probably ruin me, but you have to try to find your shiny, so. Also, soundtrack-wise, I think Gen 3 just... Once again, it's all biased because it's just pumping my brain full of nostalgia. And nostalgia makes you happy. But the tracks in that are so good. Whereas some of the newer generations, I don't think the themes are as strong. I think the Pokemon themes in general have got less consistent. I think 1 through 4, actually 1 through 5, they just hit it out of the park. 6, 7, and 8, I think they have some really good tracks, but they also just have like some snoozers, you know? Oh, we are going to be out of sticky globs, which is really bad. I have to go like buy more of those right now. But I'm trying to think of like my favorite shiny Pokemon I've caught as well. I like some of the Scarlet Violet soundtrack. I do as well. I think they have like, they have some really good standout tracks, but I feel like the average track is pretty bad. We're going to need so many of these anyways. So. Oh, we also... Crazy how fast you go through stuff in this game. I always forget that. I know it looks like we're spending all of our money, but we're frankly just going to get so much of this back. When we release everything that we've caught, because none of them are shiny except for the Murkrow we just caught, which I'll remember to, I gotta remember to move it so I don't accidentally like delete it or anything. But Scarlet and Violet I think is good, but a lot of it I think kind of just meshes together. I think a lot of the wild areas are just like, oh, this is this the same song that's been playing for the last 40 minutes? Which that might also just be because of the fact that you're supposed to like wander around and be in these like open areas for so long. Added to the collection. 9 shinies in 8 hours and 45 minutes. I'm also gonna quickly release a bunch of these Pokemon. Just make some space. I know we still have all these pastures open, but we did just spend all of our money, so this will help us recoup our financial losses. I feel like we've been targeting a lot of these Piplup outbreaks and still haven't found one, so maybe one of these days. Recently got Scarlet. Haven't played much of it. I just can't deal with the visuals. The visual, like, it's so unfortunate because the story, I stand by it. One of the best Pokemon stories. One of the best Pokemon stories. But yeah, it's just, it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good. I remember I was like working at an internship when that game came out. I remember like waking up before work, like before I'd have to get up for work typically every day to play that game and just like tossing it on my TV and be like, oh my God, in full screen, this is going to look so good. It didn't. It looked so bad. It was so rough because it's like, I stand by it. I think it's my favorite Pokemon story of any game. I think it is so well done in so many different ways. I think the freedom you have is great. The storytelling has a really compelling and fun, impactful story without being cringe, which I think is a balance you have to strike. The windmill and Artisan. They just put like a flip book as that windmill. Oh my goodness. It is so tough. So tough to watch. Actual slideshow. Yeah, there's someone at Nintendo headquarters drawing that in every time you run through Artisan. Someone drawing that out by hand and sending it to your game. Granted, you still do run into that like in this game. I won't act like this game is visually perfect. I think it's a bit better, but granted, like the weather effects are kind of doo-doo if I'm not gonna lie, but I still think it's overall better than Scarlet Violet. But you'd also just hope like, hey, Scarlet and Violet are newer. Maybe they'll look better. Nah. Which is why I think that the next mainline games should be on next gen console. Whatever next generation is for Nintendo, I think Gen 10 has to wait until then. The Switch has only been out, what, 5 years? 2017? 6 years? Jeez Louise. I don't think they can push this console any further. And I know nothing when it comes to technology stuff, so unless there's some crazy optimization they can do that I haven't caught wind of yet. But I just have a hard time believing they're gonna be able to push the Switch to look better. I don't think it's gonna happen. And if that means waiting on Gen 10, I mean, Gen 9 just came out, so we're gonna wait a while. Which is fine, because I hope it helps them iron out these issues first. But I do think we'll get probably 1 or 2 more Pokemon games before that. And I'm saying, just, they have the virtual consoles on Switch now. I'll put a blank check. You fill in the line for the cost, and that is what I will spend on if they put old GBA and DS games on Switch. I just want to be able to play Pokemon all on modern consoles, because I think that in so many ways, like, one, they don't want people just playing on ROMs, which I think most people just do that because if you didn't just keep all of your Game Boy stuff that you had, or if you didn't have that as a kid, like, the barrier to entry on that is just so ridiculously high. Like, oh, Gen 3 looks super cool, and it's $200 to buy Emerald. Like, it's just gatekeeping it so much, which I think they need to work on. So I think a lot of newer fans would enjoy the older generations if they could get access to them. Like, I'm just lucky that, one, I had them when I was growing up, and two, like, even when I wasn't a fan of Pokemon for a while, like, I knew to hold on to them, knew to hold on to all the games and stuff, so I can still go back and play them now on console or on cart. But I think the Switch has sold so well that they could literally just print money if they put the old games on Switch, which I kind of thought was the whole point when they rolled out the virtual consoles. Platinum is so expensive. Yeah, is Platinum the most expensive, or is it Heart Gold, Soul Silver? I don't even own Platinum. I own Diamond and Pearl, between my brother and I. We have both of those, but I played Platinum as a kid because I borrowed it from a friend at school, and then I remember, like, in recent years, I was like, I wonder if I ever returned it. Like, I'd hate to have stolen it, but it would be really lucky, both financially and just, like, collector wise, to have held on to that game accidentally. But I did not. I returned it, which I think mentally is better for me. And I don't have to be like, oh, I just stole this from somebody. But certainly would have been nice. And I'm also mad that I stopped being a fan of Pokemon, like, after Diamond and Pearl, so I did not get Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which are also just, like, the most sought after games. Which is why I've started buying extra copies of the Switch games, but frankly, I have a hard time believing anyone's going to shell out to play or to buy a sealed copy of Shining Pearl at this rate. But. And that's just the cartridge. That's just the game. Let alone if you were like, I'll just hold on, like, one sealed copy. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I would love to, if I came into some money and just had, like, essentially money to throw away, to buy, like, an old sealed copy of Ruby or Sapphire or Emerald, just to have as, like, a collector's item. And Dandy, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Glad you're hopefully enjoying the stream. It's been great having you here to hang out. Appreciate it. And helping fuel the conversation too. It's what I like. It's so much more fun playing these games, just hanging out with people. The remakes are not that good. Is that in reference to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or just in general? Because I'm mostly inclined to agree with you if that's in general. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Oh yeah, no, those are, yeah. That's why I don't think anyone's, like, you know, itching to get their hands on a copy of Shining Pearl. I didn't mind them, but I understand why people don't like them. I think a huge thing was the art style, which I really didn't care too much about. Which is why I think I enjoyed it more than the average person. I also just, like, I don't know, something about, like, either when those came out or just the first times I played through them were just so fun to me that it makes me look on them a little more fondly than I think most people do, which is fine. Like I do agree that I think a lot of stuff about that game, like Pokemon Platinum solved so many problems with Diamond and Pearl, and then they just went back on all of those like fixes. Like so many things that people like that were done better in Platinum than in Diamond and Pearl instantly went away again when the remakes came out, because they were exactly 1-to-1, with the exception of like the Grand Underground remakes. So they could have done a little bit better. All right, we're also approaching the 9-hour mark, so I think we'll push for 10. I am going to run into the restroom after we finish catching these Ralts and fly back, because I'm feeling a random overworld shiny. I'll say it. I'm feeling a random overworld shiny. 2 weeks ago, I was on eBay trying to get some Zelda DS games, and I saw a listing for Phantom Hourglass and a copy of Heart Gold and Soul Silver for 20. Hold on. That's pounds. Yep. Sorry, my dumb American brain had to compute there for a second. I only realized how good an offer it was after someone had bought it. A lot of those you have to be really careful with too. And that's one reason I haven't gone back and bought older games is because I don't really know how to spot them. And you have to be really careful about good deals. You have to be really careful about finding good deals on eBay, which granted, there's like a great chance that that was legit, but there are so many scams out there now that you have to be careful. Always has to be like in the back of your mind. But that, like, some people who don't really keep up with them anymore, like, oh, I found this old bundle of games. So they'll like toss it in with a bunch of other random games and like not think anything of it. So sometimes it doesn't like come up in the listing. I was like, oh yeah, this has Heart Gold, Soul Silver. No, it's just like random DS games. And like, I liked Zelda, so yeah, I'll put Zelda in the listing. But then you realize like, oh shit, is that the game I think it is in the background? Alrighty. So I think we're going to push for the 9-hour mark. So I'm going to run to the restroom very quickly. I apologize. I'll leave you with some music and some beautiful blocky BRB text. I'll catch you in a minute. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back, and we'll finish out 10 hours of shiny hunting in this game. And we'll hope to add a couple more shinies to the collection before the timer runs out. So I'll catch you all in a bit. Be right back. I've returned. Oh, you guys are talking about Tears of the Kingdom. Is that I've never played Zelda, which might be a criminal thing to say. But like, is that worth getting? Because I feel like I've seen good stuff about it. And like I said, I'm embarrassed to say that I have not played any of the Zelda games. I just, like, a lot of my friends growing up never played them. And I basically was just like, hey, what's popping with the mainstream? By mainstream, I mean just my friend group, because I feel like Legends of Zelda's very mainstream. But I've seen a lot of good things about it, so I feel like maybe it would be a good one to branch out on. All right, I feel like we got to check Spiritomb. We'll fly over Tangela as well. Ocarina of Time is my favorite game. I had like one friend who played them who I think he like swore by that game. Like that was adamantly his favorite game. So like I might have to just give it a shot. Also, how much I would lose my mind if we found a shiny Spiritomb. I don't even think I can put into words. This one might need a call for help if I find a shiny Spiritomb. I'd say Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are definitely worth a play. All right. Those are the two on Switch, right? Those sound like the two on Switch. Oh, there's two of you. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll check those out then. So I feel like I need to branch out. I keep telling myself like, oh, I need to start playing different games, you know? Which granted, it's an expensive hobby to have. Unfortunately. Also, what a banger song. I would say like, I don't even know how to describe this area of the Hoenn map. The weird dusty part, but this theme is one of the goats. I'm gonna have the volume so low so I can hear if there's a shiny, but okay. Ocarina as well. Best way to play them is on 3DS Remake, also because their visuals are slightly better. All right, I will keep that in mind. Luckily, if you manage to play the version of the DS that runs on your PC, you can usually just boost the graphics really high, and games look like the 3DS games look so good if you do that. Of course, I would never. A friend told me all of that information, but. Oh, that's bad. We've had so many Spiritombs spawn in too, but probably because I keep throwing stuff at them and they aren't caught, and then they just pop right out, and I think it's a new one spawning in, but and right back to the madness. All right. Yes, of course. The middle one was totally what I was aiming for, so I'm glad it went for that. Oh, the BRB text is still on screen. Thank you. I would have kept going. I would have just kept going forever. So. I've been doing this for so long, yet I still have so much to learn, you know? I can't act like I'm very professional at it, because still got stuff like that. But thank you so much for letting me know. I would have just straight on through. All right, no shinies there, but shiny Sligoo. Is it Sligoo? Gudra. I would have just gone on for the rest of stream, just blissfully unaware. Check this, and then we'll check also Krogunk. Still going. Yes, sir. And PAX, you will never believe what shiny we found. You will never believe what shiny we found when you were gone. Either Gengar or Murkrow. You're correct. It's one of those. And it's the far less cool one. We found another shiny Murkrow in the coastlands, which I knew would just make you so happy. So we completed that entire line in under 10 hours, accidentally, in both instances. Unsubbed, unfollowing, unmodding. We won't evolve it. I know it gets better when it evolves. It does actually. The shiny, the evolved version is so much cooler, but... Alright, that's probably done, or a new horde's gonna form. And if none of you are shiny, then I'm going to go catch Krogunk while I still have the chance. Instead of looking after these purple inner tubes. Oh. Didn't hear any shinies, so. It's crazy to me that this is a route theme, even though I think it's like the theme that plays when you spawn in. When you're like in the intro to Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I think this is what's playing when Professor Birch is talking to you. As you're in the back of your moving truck. Also getting guava berries from this, which is fantastic. Repetitive shiny consistency is the key. True. I think we should actually go back and only seek out Murkrow from now on. If that means we get the most shinies. I think I heard something, but could just be absolutely tripping. I'll record that. I can always listen back. I feel like I might have heard the shiny thing, but I also am probably just delusional. Very good bet, honestly. This little desert theme, okay. My cat jam moment right here. Alright. More Krogunk, which the last outbreak actually went really well, considering how annoying these things are. Load one of those up. We could catch you. That would make all of this so much easier. Oh dear God. Oh, look at him go. He's plug walking. No longer plug walking. Another fantastic shiny. Oh, there's that. We'll fly back. We'll look for some more overworld stuff. We found a decent amount of just random overworld shinies that I really should just be doing this every time. It loses a little bit of time between outbreaks, which are technically our highest odds, but some baby rage. I'm going the right way, right? Kind of. All right. Back. How close am I to perfecting the dex? Very far. Granted, with the shiny hunting, I've checked off a lot of the boxes in terms of like the number caught for a lot of the Pokemon, but I still would need to do all the move challenges and like the feeding challenges, which I'd have to dedicate like a month to doing it, and I don't think I want to do that. I have the dex completed. Everything's at 10. Wait, is that what is considered a perfect rating? Am I just stupid? No, perfect is everything's done. It's like a lot of the catching challenges I've started to get kind of up there with, but I don't want to catch 5 of every evolution. That would hurt me in such a way. And I honestly, I watched someone stream almost all of it. Shout out to John Stone, one of the people that helped get me back into Pokemon. Not like personally, but just through his content. And when this game came out, just like got to work and worked on perfecting it. And I watched, this dude would just stream like 10 hours every day for a month, which I can't imagine. Like, it was fun, but I can't imagine that was like, you know, a maintainable pace. But got it done. And granted, you like shiny Pokemon are just free at that point in this game, but it would take ages to do that. I watch his videos. Yeah, his videos are, I think, some of the best in the community, Pokemon community. Definitely a very heavy inspiration in terms of how I've played Pokemon games, in terms of challenging myself or taking on stuff. And then every time a game comes out or I want to complete a dex, it's the first place I look. Is all right, how did John do it? And then go from there. But and also I think too, like, someone I've looked at as a creator too that just has evolved so much in terms of their content and their streaming too. I'm watching him stream for a while and just like, he's been a great streamer all along, but it's just the improvement is insane. Which, I mean, kind of gives me hope as a creator. Like, even if you do something really well, like, you can keep improving, which is cool to see. Especially the Let's Go Eevee Shiny Professor Oak challenge. Yeah, the big video, man. That years in the making. And that's the video I referenced when I went to work on the challenge that I just posted today on YouTube. Like, that was the video I looked at. Like, how what's the best way to shiny hunt? Where are the best routes? Like, how is he doing this? And it was a very heavy inspiration on that challenge. All right, I know I said Scyther's annoying, but the shiny's cool, so I can't totally ignore it. But yeah, this dude caught every single shiny Pokemon in Let's Go Eevee. Before each gym, mind you. Like, unbelievable levels of dedication. Basically just every day was off stream, just grinding for hours to do that, which isn't just unbelievable. There's also, like, one thing from that video that sticks with me is there's one Pokemon, I forget which, that he says basically it took him like the entire length of watching Breaking Bad, which is crazy to me as someone who just recently finished watching Breaking Bad, and like that took such a long time for me to get through. Granted, I wasn't just like binging it, but I was watching it with some friends, so like I'd wait a couple days between, like, watch a few episodes, wait a couple days, watch a few episodes, wait a couple days, that type of thing. But just still, like, put in the context of that show is just so crazy. Think about, oh my, like, that's like 12 to 15 episodes a season, and they're all 50 minutes long. Like, unreal. Let's go for Buizel. Move on over. We got 45 minutes left. We have 4 shinies today alone in 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is pretty crazy. hoping to get 1 or 2 more to round it out. I think we're at 9 total. I would love to get 10. I'd love to do 10 shinies in 10 hours. The catch would be awesome. I think there are a lot of fun storylines with this too, that like, I think I might turn this into its own video and then also work on creating a larger video that's essentially doing this challenge in every game or a bunch of games. Which granted, I don't have the console copies for all these, which is good. Why I would love to have every Pokemon game on Switch. Ow. So I just keep stunning the same Weasel over and over again instead of different ones. Might go on a bit longer, which is really unfortunate too, because I'm wasting my time with Weasel, which isn't even a good shiny, but it has nostalgia points in my book. We'll go find a shiny Alpha Infernape real quick. Oh. Go look for Shellos again. Alright. Time winding down. I think I have the feeling that we can get 1 more. I have the feeling that we can get 1 more shiny. That's the vibe I'm getting. How much longer am I going? We're going until we hit 10 hours on the clock. And then I'll be done for today. What was my first shiny in this game? I know I got a shiny Geodude really early in this game. I feel like I might have got shiny Ghastly pretty early too. Like, definitely not right as I was like playing through the story or anything. I don't think it was till later when I was like trying to do some stuff for the decks. I'd have to look back. I might look in Pokemon Home and see what I have in there, because that might remind me, because I think I moved all from the home. I'll also probably just check and see if it's time-stamped in home. But yeah, Ghastly and Polly Pocket, what's up? Welcome. Welcome on into the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Ghastly and Geodude are definitely up there. I'm trying to remember like what other shinies I've found, because a lot of them I've found more recently. Drifloon I found more recently, which was a really cool one. Really, really fun shiny. Kind of forget what else, but I think it's one of those two, if I had to guess. And Geodude I caught in the Fieldlands, literally just flying up to the camp that's up there. And the Ghastly was in the Mirelands. Trying to find a shiny Aron and Alpha Sapphire. But I just got a green Zubat and I don't want it though, lol. Green Zubat I'm so conflicted on because I don't think it looks that good. The evolutions look better, I'll give it that. But it doesn't look great. And the only thing is though, is the first shiny Pokemon I ever saw, and it was my brother caught it. And we were like perplexed by this green bat. We could not figure out what it meant. We didn't know shiny Pokemon like existed. Like what's wrong? Is this one sick? But honestly, the evolutions look kind of cool when the wings are more pink and stuff. Release it. If you do want to see shiny Pokemon because they're terrible being released, exclamation mark YouTube. That's what I did in my newest YouTube video. It's like worked really hard to get shiny Pokemon and then gone. Tossed them in the old trash can. I also don't think this medley of Pokemon music is going to get us quite to the end of stream, so we might have to start freestyling in a bit here. Oh. We do need more berries, so let's work on that. We'll fly over all the other outbreaks in the meantime. I'm trying to think of the first shiny Pokemon I ever got. It might have been a shiny Makuita in Ruby, which I think I still have that save. And I like really randomly found it, and shiny Hariyama is actually pretty sick. But I think that was before I really started hunting in any of the newer games. And then I spent like a year of my life on and off trying to find shiny Sandy Gas, which I finally found and might have been one of the most hype moments in recent history. I haven't caught shinies in any of the games except for in Go. Yeah, Go, they're kind of free. A lot of the events will make it pretty easy to find them, which, I mean, the shiny Pokemon are shiny Pokemon. I stand by that. Go is like certainly easier, but it's also funny as someone who's like played so much Pokemon, but only more recently begun to pay attention to shinies. Like that's when I've started seeing them all the time. And I just have to wonder how many shiny Pokemon did I just like knock out for XP or run away from because I was angry at being caught in a battle. I have to think the number is greater than 0. I have to believe that. I'm gonna go for Machop here. Machop's really not that cool. Machoke looks okay, but oh man, another banger. Oh, you guys are gonna be annoying. Nice, fun. And find a gold Machop as well. I think I just got punched in the head by a Machop. It's got to set me back a couple of years in terms of brain capacity. How it winds up its arm like a cartoon. That's how it winds up to punch me. Probably shiny hunt in Y after I get the charm or get a foreign Ditto for Masuda. There's some really, like, I think the radar's in X and Y, right? I think you can shiny hunt some really cool stuff on Poke Radar in Y, which I've thought about trying to do, because I think either the copy I have of X or Y has a ton of cool Pokemon, which leads me to believe it might have a complete Dex plus shiny charm, which would be really great. But yeah, the radar exists. Also, you can like chain fish, which has incredibly high odds, which I never knew until, who would have guessed it, a Johnstone video. Running more promotion for that man than my own channel that I literally posted on today. But you get it from the lab in Lumiose when you beat the game. Maybe I'll check that out after, because like I bought these games, I looked through the boxes, and then I haven't decided like which files I'm gonna save, which ones I'm gonna wipe. So I also have like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but one of them has a complete game, the other one I think is like the second gym. So if there's anything really cool, I might just try to transfer it or something, and then alright, my stomach is also grumbling, so we're gonna maybe just do another one just in case. It is boosted for berries, which we could always use more of. Yeah, the foreign Ditto for Masuda is actually really fun. I did that in Diamond and Pearl. I played Brilliant Diamond in French. Which was a very interesting experience for so many different reasons. It was actually a lot of fun. But did that and just caught a bunch of Dittos and then traded them to get stuff from Masuda hunting. And just being able to do that on the Switch is so much easier than trying to like trade globally or something. You can also just transfer it like via home using that method. Let's try for Duat, which I granted don't think is like that cool, but starter is just, they have the starter clout. They have the starter clout, which is just, they're cool on principle because they're starter Pokemon. That's it. Even if their shinies are kind of, you know, terrible and disgusting, they have shiny starter clout. Granted, some of them, like Mudkip, great Pokemon, but and great shiny. It's gonna take everything in my power to climb up this mountain. I think I might play through Y or Arceus in Japanese at some point. I wonder if I could actually get through Legends Arceus in Japanese, because I know the rough principles. But like Diamond and Pearl, I know where I gotta be and when I gotta be there. Arceus, I've only played through the story the one time, so oh my, I unironically listened to this song the other day just laying in bed, and it was like being transported to another world of existence. Just those trumpets go so insane, and the flute runs. Woo! Musically wild. Ow. Oh, you're gonna find out. Oh, you didn't find out. Oh my god. There's no way that works, but oh, it did work. Hell yeah. This thing is so fast for being on land. My gosh. But mainly because I'm learning it at the moment, it's probably good practice or something. Not even kidding, I've been told this. I can't really remember myself, but like apparently the Pokemon Game Boy games and trading card game were like instrumental in myself learning to read as a child. I have been told that, like, not as a joke. Apparently I like was really bad at reading and then played these games so much and like was forced to figure out reading to navigate them. But they played a significant role in my ability to read. Or so I am told. That would be fun though, to like play a game and see like what you can pick up and what you can kind of piece together between like your existing knowledge of the game plus what you've learned. And like how to read and navigate and stuff. So let's just fly back overworld. I'm gonna check my phone because that went off a bunch of times. Alright, should probably get lower to actually have stuff spawning in. Might help out in the hunt for shiny Pokemon. If I can actually see the Pokemon in general. Let's see. Nothing. Still got 30 minutes though. It's still plenty of time. Takes like 4 seconds for a shiny to spawn in. So. Alright, Laventon, we've brought you another batch of Pokemon. Alright, new observations, apparently. Right, we have more points. Cool, let's get out of here. Run it back and hopefully another area. All right, back to the Meyerlands, which is where we found the first 2 shinies of this challenge. Maybe we will be blessed with more good luck this time around. Let's find out. I'm still very hopeful. I'm very hopeful, but all right, hold on. We've run out of music. Hold on. Battle themes. I guess we're going battle themes. Might be kind of intense, but well, we have the ability to fly right there, so we might as well. Check on Krogunk. We can check on the other Krogunk as well. We got Sligoo, among other things. Oh, tons of items now that I should have got rid of. No, I should have known it wasn't gonna make it over that. Oh, you're gonna be so annoying. Yeah, let's consider them a lost cause for this moment in time. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit so we can really hear the game. So I gotta be all ears if we're gonna catch a shiny. Unless it spawns literally right in front of me, but ow. Banging my wrist on the desk, that's fine. Alright. This is gonna be a mess again, as it always is. Apparently trying to catch. Why? Why are you so insistent on being annoying? I ask you that, Spiritomb. You're so cool, yet so annoying to deal with. But I'm gonna put up with it because the shiny is too cool to just ignore. Might be top 10 shinies of all time. It might be up there. Ow. Ow again. If I go ow a third time, I might have to dip, but... So struggling greatly to actually catch these. Oh my lord. This is so much. Yep, and we gotta go. Alright. I guess we'll go over here now, but I don't know if it's gonna go much better for me. I don't think, like, I don't think Krogunk is that much less hostile. So it's nice being at a point in this game, like, where I don't have to rely on purely the natural resources to like, craft Pokeballs and stuff, because that was so brutal. Just running around trying to get, like, enough tumble stones to craft the next batch of Pokeballs to catch stuff. So that I can just sacrifice all my Pokemon for grit dust and then sell that for massive financial gain. Which is a much more fun method, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that dodge rolling might help there, but... Can I be not poisoned now, please? Wow. Okay, they take this very seriously. That should have hit you. But whatever, I'll just ignore it. Totally fine. Shiny Alpha Krogunk would go insane as well. Be actually a nightmare to catch, but I'm gonna re-equip the stealth spray just because I think that's the only reason I'm even able to like hang out in this area. Okay. Back over to you now. Oh yeah, now I'm really hungry, but we got 20 minutes. That's, I can hopefully make that. All right, these battle themes are very quiet. There we go. That seems like a good balance. May go on a bit longer. Okay, so we're running out of time, but that's so it goes. Okay, this should be pretty easy to catch. Surprisingly, like easier than a lot of the stuff we've run into thus far. It's Goomy, not Sligoo. Goomy. Oh. Okay, well. So we're gonna just camp this. Cool. Oh, more? Okay. Any shiny? Mod check, any shinies? Any shiny Pokemon out there? Oh, shiny check action? I still believe. I'm still a firm believer. We can find something. I'm still a firm believer. There are shinies out there waiting to be found. Okay. Okay, they're gone. Somehow if we can go see the Cyndaquil. Would love that, but what would you say are the top 5 Pokemon games? I'm just gonna go from my personal opinion, and then I can also widen that to like what I think people like as games. My personal top 5. I'm probably gonna kind of group some of them in together. I'll say number 1, Emerald. For me personally, I think that's the best game. My favorite game, actually, I should say. 2 is Platinum. 3 is Legends. 4 might be Black and White. And then 5 I'm really struggling with. Because like Sword and Shield were the games that got me back into Pokemon, and also like I played a ton during COVID, so I do have kind of fond memories of them because it's just all I was doing for a while. Fire Red, Leaf Green I liked a lot, but the post games just objectively like not that fun. I want to say Heart Gold Soul Silver. Yeah, I might go with that. Black and White 4, Heart Gold Soul Silver 5. That might be it for me. And then if I were to say what I think people think are the best games, it'd probably be like Heart Gold Soul Silver 1. Probably original like Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, or like 2. Platinum. probably 3. I'm gonna try to catch this Eevee. Black and white, maybe like 4-ish. So I don't know why I went here. I realized that my pin was on the wrong spot. Maybe like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon 5. I also like, I'm tossed up between black and white and black 2, white 2. Because, frankly, I have not played all of black 2, white 2. I started it. I've never finished it. I've started twice. Never finished it because I just like, I was playing it offline. It was kind of fun, but like, I felt like I should be recording it or something, and I couldn't get around to it. Yeah, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, wildly good post game. Hold on, is that also a Misfortune Sister? Okay, you are a Misfortune Sister. Are you also one? Yeah, what the hell? Maybe we'll fight them for some money, but granted, we do not have the time to be doing that. Yeah, so one of my roommates last year was really into Pokemon, specifically competitive, but like kind of got back into it. And was like buying all the old games, and he was like modding his own like his own Game Boy build and stuff. It was really cool. And he was playing through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because he had never played it before. Granted, neither have I fully. I've played Sun and Moon, and I've watched a lot of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but I've never played it. And he would just tell me what was going on in the post game. He's like, oh, I just did this thing. I'm like, I had no idea that was a part of the post game. No idea. So I think it'd be really cool. Like, he was fighting like the old like Team Aqua and Magma leaders and stuff. It was crazy. Which is something like I've never taken the time to do, but I think could be really fun if I did it. I think I like ripped through Sun and Moon. Because I've also watched a ton of stuff on Sun and Moon, so I have a very good idea of how the game progresses. And I wasn't super like inclined to sit there and try to explore all of its secrets, you know? It's kind of just like, eh. I've seen a lot of it. I played it through to get like a feel. Had fun, but it's kind of just whatever. Oh, let's go with the Turtwig Mass Outbreak. I would love to get shiny Turtwig. What a great way to end this challenge too, might I add. What a great way to end this challenge that would be. I'm just gonna buy a bunch more stuff from you. Also just burning time right now, but $432,000 plus we're gonna sacrifice a bunch of Pokemon later, so. Speaking of Sun and Moon, nice little Elite Four theme. All right. Move Laventon. We have turtles to catch. Let's fly over everything just in case we randomly find a shiny on the way there. But shiny Turtwig would be awesome. Let's see what else they have to offer, you know? Plenty of cool Pokemon along here. Yeah, I think Sun and Moon, if you just play them on like cartridge, are so slow, and they look okay, but they can look a lot better, and it can go by faster if you don't play it on cartridge. Once again, I'm not advising it. I'm not saying you should. But I would say it's an objectively superior gaming experience. I'm kind of hoping no Grottle spawn in, because that's where this usually all goes south, is when Grottle starts spawning in, they start attacking me a bunch. It's far less fun. Ooh. Don't even mind that. Ah, shit. Alright. You're getting nervous. Damn. Alright, well. Just in the interest of getting like one more good round of outbreaks in, I think we should just skip the flying on this part. I was kind of hoping that outbreak would go on a little bit longer, but that's alright. It's fine. We got 13 minutes left. Remember I played most of Moon in a few hours with my cousin. That's amazing. Like, surprisingly, you could get through most of it in a couple hours, because it, even if you like speed run it, it's like 5 or 6 hours with like the best speed run strats. It's like, what's that noise? No, it's just the good old sword and shield wolf howling in the background of the Eternatus battle. Eternatus is just like such a forgettable legendary from that game, because all you think about is like the sword and shield Pokemon, but you don't even like, you catch Eternatus first. And I still just never think about I always think about Zacian and Zazamenta. Never think about Eternatus. Alright, this might be our last batch of Outbreak Pokemon. It depends on how far we can get here, or how fast this goes by, but considering every Krogunk on the map is already upset. As long as you don't alert your friends, we have no problem. Ow. Can I? Thank you. Can you stop? Oh, I'm gonna die, apparently? Interesting. I'm also gonna try not to take the fall damage that's gonna kill me off of here, so... No clue what that random lady is doing back there, but... Okay, you're just gonna run around like a maniac. Okay. Gone. Okay, what else do we got? What else do we got? I think we go for Gumi. I'm gonna rip through these. I am gonna just use the teleports because it's gonna be faster than flying around, and I want to try to get as many outbreaks done as possible. Been a whopping like what, hour since our last shiny, so on a bit of a cold streak as far as this one stream is concerned, but we found 4 shinies today, so really hard to be upset with that. Very, very difficult to be upset at that. All right, let's chase these down. Okay. Oh my goodness. We're very spread out. Are you gonna disappear or not? One randomly hiding behind this tree. This is like the most spread out outbreak of Pokemon. Just randomly all along this area. Okay, how did I not remember this from X and Y kind of being a heater? Song kind of goes crazy. This apparently is the trainer battle theme. Alrighty then. Well, there weren't a ton of songs that stood out to me in X and Y, but this might be one of them. The song is great. Good high energy, just what we need for the end of this challenge. Nowhere to hide. We're going to try to catch a bunch of Onyx. Surely this can't go wrong. There's just no way. This has already gone wrong. I don't even know what qualifies as a backstrike in this game. Not in this game. On Onyx, so shiny Steelix would actually be really cool. So, oh no, not Team Yell. Oh, it's Marnie. Okay, well, kind of Team Yell, but the worst, the objective worst, quote, bad team, like team of bad guys in any game. Also, how did we feel about the chanting and like the songs for Gen 8? I think the gym leader songs kind of goes like well with it, but everything else I was a lot less down. Like it didn't fit as well. But they like brought it back for Gen 9 too, which really bothered me. Like, it was a cool, unique thing about Gen 8, and then they're just like, we're just going to keep it. Granted, I guess, like, still probably trying to capture that, like, soccer game energy. There's a lot of, like, cheering and chanting in both British and Spanish cultures. Elite Four, yeah. Okay, why? If I Sticky Glove, why are you able to just track me so well? Oh dear God. Pray for me. Oh wait, this is actually working. There it goes. Really thought that might have been it for me, but hold on. We survived, but frankly, still shinyless. This last bit. Rainstorm's going on a bit longer. We got 5 minutes left. Can we pull it off? Can we pull it off? I think we can. So quickly, the tides could turn here. Let's go. Oh, literally, as I said that. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Shiny Pokemon number 5 on the day. Caught. Licky Licky. Kind of looks terrible. I'm not going to lie. Little concerning. But let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna try to clip that. I might be a little bit late to the clip, but literally, as I said, all it takes is a second. Let's go, man. That's so sick. Wouldn't be my preferred shiny, but the timing on that was too perfect. The timing on that was just too perfect. So with that, we capture our 5th shiny Pokemon of the day, rounding out to an even 10 in 10 hours. Favorite evil team? It might just be because Gen 3, but I genuinely think Aqua and Magma. I think their leaders are kind of the coolest. Galactic's close too. Rocket, I feel like they've kind of just been like memed at this point because of the anime. It's like Jesse and James being kind of dumb. Like Aqua and Magma, they were about it. They also, I think the designs are really cool for their bosses. But Galactic's also just pretty cool. They're also, when it comes to their mission, yeah, they're about it. They mean business. I'm going to have to keep my eye on the clock here a little bit, but... Biased, but Team Flare is cool. Team Flare, like... I think they're kind of cool. I'll give it that. My whole gripe with them was like, from what I remember of the X and Y story, they like, granted they're kind of like all the evil teams where it's like their whole mission is so misplaced, but you like stop them from doing something, and mainly I'm thinking of like the peak of the story when the two things are, one, you beat Lysander and he's just like, okay, you beat me, but I'm just going to go on with my evil plan anyways, which granted, like, keeps the story moving a bit, but where is it? Where is it? Let's go! It's almost behind my webcam, but let's go. All right, we might have 60 seconds, and I'm going to... Well, I guess... Yeah, great. Yep, cool. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Laventon. Yep. Mm-hmm. Maybe we won't even go for an outbreak. We'll just fly over like one area. Maybe we'll go for Skorupi. Go to the coastlands. I don't even think we have time for an outbreak. We're gonna go here. We're gonna fly one strip down the beach over the water to find Skorupi, and we're gonna find it. Somehow we're gonna find another shiny. Calling it now. Get your clip buttons ready. Final minute. Final 30 seconds now. What a great theme to end it on, too. Ten seconds. Come on. Shiny Octillery, no. And with that, chat, 10 hours of shiny hunting in Pokemon Legends Arceus has come to an end, but man, was it a very successful 10 hours, and honestly was pretty much everything I was hoping to accomplish in this challenge. I wanted to just see if we could rack up shinies, and granted, so we had 10 hours. We spent 3 of them today. And we found 5 Pokemon. So if we extrapolated that luck over 10 hours, we would instead be at like 17 Pokemon, 16 Pokemon. So it just goes to show you what's possible in this game. Granted, I do have the Shiny Charm, which took a bit of grinding, but if you haven't played this game and you want to get the Shiny Charm, like, if you start from the get-go trying to get the Shiny Charm, it's so much easier than like beating the game and then trying to go back and do it later. So we'll deposit our items. We'll move our boxes around. Okay. There it is. Look at the yellow color isn't as bad as I thought, honestly. There are 10 shinies from this challenge, man. Wow, what a great haul. Some really cool ones in there, which I'm gonna put a party together real quick. I am just gonna delete all of these just for the sake of space. We just jam out to some nice Gen 8 music. It's crazy being nostalgic for a game that like is not that old. And granted, I didn't even like play when it came out. I think I was a little bit late to the curve. Leave Eevee. All right. A nice little build-up drum there. Pum, 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 pum. Let's go. Let's get me hyped even though I'm not doing anything. This is get me hyped to search through my boxes and release everything. Like this cheering I'm down for, but they just tried to keep it going and other stuff, and I don't think it served them as well. Because it is kind of like a very... I don't want to say off-putting, because it isn't off-putting, but it's like... It's very unusual for a Pokemon game. They did it a little bit in Black 2, White 2, and even then it's like... It's kind of cringe if I'm being honest. All right. Just released so many Pokemon. And now we'll see the spoils. I would say the spoils of war, but no real battles fought during this. Also, Giratina was level 90 when we started today. I just want to point that out. Like, actually, all right, let's grab the best of. Guys, for sure. Toss Licky into the mix. Oh, what a great. Actually, I'm going to swap Licky for... Go Finneon, actually. Oh, wait, we still have one more spot. And we'll go Snover. Or the Kadabra that I caught like a couple weeks ago. Or we get so many grit things. We got the squad here, chat. Wow, that's awesome. And we still have more, but I mean, some favorites are definitely like these three, actually. Like Finneon out of the water looks so good. In the water it looks kind of bad because just that like darker brown area, but Chatot looks awesome. Roselia looks awesome. Shiny Alpha Snover is huge. Shellos is fun. It's a nice little difference, but I'm not going to go grab the rest of them. But what a squad, chat. What a squad. And a nice little sunset to cap it off. I'm just grabbing stuff that might be the thumbnail. Let's go. What a great haul. Really can't be mad at that. That is so good. But all right, almost 4 hours later, I am going to bring this stream to an end. I know it's getting very intense, but all right, but chat, I want to thank you all for such a great stream. It was awesome. Chat was super active, which was just, it makes it so much more fun. And we had people watching for the second ever stream on this channel, which is pretty crazy. Thanks for the stream. No problem at all. I'm so happy to do it, and I'm so happy that people are enjoying them. If you want to watch it and you want to help support me, check out my new YouTube video, !YouTube. It's a very fun video to make. I put a lot of time into it. And so it'd mean a ton if you just went over there, watched it through, and dropped it a like. That'd be huge, because I'll have way more, like, I think this will get edited into its own video, as well as other challenges along the way, Pokemon and not Pokemon, just other games that I find fun, or even like reaction stuff too. I'm going to really try to do a lot of variety between stream and YouTube, just kind of whatever's fun. I think in the past with channels, I've really worked myself into a corner of content, and I want to keep as wide a span on the horizons, but hopefully just entertain via personality across every game background thing that we do. So with that, I will bid you a fantastic rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. I will hopefully be live again tomorrow or the next day. I might just take a day to chill. Not entirely sure yet, but enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much for spending a couple hours here checking out the stream. It means a ton. So thank you very much for that. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you all guys all again soon. See you later, everyone.